If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home, when I'm home. I was just
Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for April the 21st, 2020, the nighttime edition. I'm told everybody's over in Discord, so let me go over and join them. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Did you get an answer to your question about the Dyson Taylor things?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'm the
Do
last
you
person.
know?
Oh, I have no clue.
What was the question?
I was wondering, how do you get the Dyson armor unlocked? The reputation armor?
Well, you gotta get all three parts, and then sometimes there's a project that comes up. Otherwise, it's just in the Taylor and it's under a tab for it.
Okay, so I do have to have all three parts.
Yeah, you do have to have all three parts. Any of the reputation armors or three-piece, you have to have all three pieces to do it.
Okay.
No. I believe Dyson has its own tab. Some can mix and match, but a lot are under their own tab, so you can't mix parts.
So if you haven't heard it already, they've extended Bozeman till April the 30th due to the glitches.
Okay.
So,
Which I've not encountered, but that just means more dilithium. Yay!
yeah, exactly. That was my thought too. DT needs to update his Space Barbie game according to Sav, and she's got a link. Let's see if we can see that one here. Let's see what Sav's Space Barbie image is. Wow.
Like me, because clearly I'm not anywhere yet. I'm not even in game, so how do I upgrade my Space Barbie?
I put it into the lounge.
Oh, wow, that's like Captain America
Yeah.
Juggernaut.
Yeah. It's really good. Boy, I'm super chunky on my game today. Very twitchy on all the motion, so if it seems to be a little weird, it's not your computer, it's mine.
Well, I'm not going to redo him as an alien head, but I might do that. But yeah, I might do that one. Got a lot of the parts for a lot of it. Just
Parts is parts.
yeah.
Well, so I thought tonight we could do what we were talking about yesterday with comparing DPS when we're doing Fire at Will
Fire at Will
and
and
Beam
Overload.
Overload. Right. So I did a baseline just before I came on with 33,000, and that was in a fairly normal match where nobody was stunningly great. Nobody was horrible either, just very meh.
Well, we kind of, I think, to do this experiment right,
Yes.
we kind of need a group, and it's got to be the same TFO. It's got to be run twice. It's got to be the same ships.
Well, we can probably do that. I just wanted to get a baseline for where I'm at, because I don't want people to have to wait 30 minutes while I try out different things.
Right.
So, anyway, just assume that I'm starting with a 30 and I have one beam overload, and that's it. It is...
Hi, Razul.
Oh, Russell.
Hi guys.
Hi,
Yep,
hi.
just arrived.
Welcome.
You were in the middle of talking, so I decided to wait until you had a break in your speech.
Wow, that's polite. Thank you. So I just have beam overload 1 on this ship, so I'm going to go off in search of some other beam overloads. Probably should just go look in the fleet bank.
What's your fire at will just for
What's my fire at will? I don't have fire at will, I
Yeah.
don't think.
You just did one of fire at will, did you say?
No,
Or were
beam
you doing-
overload.
Okay.
I might have said fire at will, but I meant beam overload.
What did Will do, and why is everybody firing at him?
Exactly.
You have interesting set of engineering skills.
The engineering skills are whatever I happen to have at that moment.
Ah,
So it's one of those things we were upgrading other things first, and I went with doing consoles first and not worrying about what my employees have.
I usually do buffs first and then the rest, because buffs are the easiest to set up. Because half the buff skills are the same every single time.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're probably more sensible than I am. Okay,
Well, if you want, I can give some recommendation.
sure. I always take recommendations and I play with them, see what works.
There's always the 3 basic engineering skills, basically. One auxiliary to anything, especially auxiliary to structural integrity. If you have enough cooldown reduction, that has a cooldown of 10 seconds.
Okay,
Which
so
means it's essentially constantly active.
So right now you're actually doing more than I am in terms of understanding the game. Even though I've played for a long time, I've never really understood what I'm doing. Seriously. Hey, I guess a lot. So understanding it, I'm hoping I'm coming at it at a point where other people who are in some ways noobs can get information from it like I am.
What I found is a key aspect in most builds is the uptime of your abilities. How much of the time do you spend the ability active, and how much of the time essentially wasted waiting for the ability to be available again?
Yeah, I
And of
understand
course,
that.
you want to wait as little as possible.
Always.
So, as a result, cooldown reduction is definitely highly important. Or alternatively, you can bring multiple copies of the same ability if you don't have enough cooldown reduction.
Well, I've got my build up here, but more importantly would probably be other things. So first thing I want to do, though, since I've looked at my baseline, is I'm going to go ahead and finish doing a better
Yeah,
beam
don't change
overload.
in the middle. Definitely don't change in the middle of testing. That just screws everything up.
Right, well, so what I was going to do is change, in this case I'm going to switch over to beam overload 1, 2, 3, if I can pick up a 3. Check the bank first, make sure we don't have it. Oh, yeah, this fleet doesn't have anything. What am I thinking of? Duh. Sorry, this is one of the newer fleets.
Do you want me to quickly check in the fleet?
If somebody would like to check in the fleet, that would be nice. Otherwise, I can see what they're going for.
I don't
doubt
see
we've-
fire at will.
Oh, I'm looking at beam overload first. I'm going to do that one because I've already got some of that.
I don't see either one, so...
Okay. No problem. I don't see any in the exchange either, training manuals.
The 1 and 2s you can get from trainer. 3s crafted by tactic.
3's you craft?
By tactic.
3 is your craft, or you have to buy off the exchange, yeah.
I was just looking on the exchange and not seeing them there.
Yeah, that's because you're probably still in the subcategory selected somewhere. Yeah, you're not currently not searching for all, you're searching for the left selected somewhere.
So one's... Wow, they're asking 77,000 for a beam overload 2 when it costs nothing to walk downstairs and get it from the very nice lady?
Exactly.
Yeah,
What's
because-
wrong with these
because
people?
One of the key
They
aspects
can get
that
away with it.
Yeah, I actually saw a couple acetone beams for 150k. I got them for 10k from the WoW trader.
Those people are crazy. Those people are crazy. I might be crazy. I don't know. That I won't-
just lazy and too rich.
Yeah, well, that's how other people become rich and you become less rich. All right, though I certainly can afford to do it. I don't think I've ever crafted a training manual. How does one craft a training manual?
You need a lithium for it, so really not worth it.
You gotta make first point, you gotta make pads if you don't have them.
I don't have pads. I have to lithium, though.
You need to craft these. Let me put it in the feature.
It's out of officer
Yes.
training.
Let me check something here.
You need at least one of these for each manual that you want to craft.
Okay, well, I just want to craft one at the
Yeah.
moment, so that's pretty easy. But that's
Well,
going to
let me
take
see.
30 minutes. But are you looking to see
me
if you
see
have
it.
one?
I'm gonna see if I can craft one first.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I can simply give you one. I got 19 inventory.
oh, there you go.
I think I found you. Assuming you're not busy.
I'm not busy.
Yeah, I mean, if the game doesn't consider you busy.
No, I had to turn off the screens to make me not busy.
Items traded. There you go.
Thank you. The question is, can I, a tactical officer, craft an engineering manual? I can't.
No.
I didn't
You
think so.
can craft the basic engineering manuals, I think, but not the higher ones.
Right, and this would be a higher one, correct?
Yep.
Alrighty, well, let's give that to somebody else, and I'll jump over to visit another tune real quick here.
Generally speaking, since it costs lithium, I personally think that simply spending AC is easier and more effective.
Okay. Well, would you like
mean,
would you like your pad back then?
Feel free to craft it now that they got a pad.
Pardon?
Now that you have the pad, just feel free to craft.
Okay. Let me pop that
The
over here
pad
into
is
my phone.
the part that actually takes longest. One pad takes half an hour.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing. Question is, where the hell?
But the skills themselves, I think they are 2 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that.
So the question, of course,
check.
is where the heck does it go in this one?
Specialization. Only engineering stuff.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I just checked what I can craft as an engineer. Craft all the specialization stuff,
Mm-hmm.
piloting and intelligence and so on. And I can craft the engineering skills and the 3 ones from the mission. There's one mission that gives you the ability to craft 3 training manuals.
Really?
The focus assault 1, 2, and 3. And it's 30 seconds to craft one
Jeez.
craft manual.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find where it went in my inventory is the problem.
It's in R&D.
Yeah, I didn't see it in R&D, though.
The pad is R&D.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You got 17 of them.
I do. How come when I went to the thing it told me I didn't have any? Pff, here, have a pad back. Oh, great. Now you're busy.
Yeah, just close.
That's because it's the wrong person. There we go.
It's because things are all messed up. Because it is.
It's a day. There you go. Have your pad back. But thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Let's go find an officer who can actually craft that thing now. This is so often like some of the stupid things I do, where you start doing one thing, and to get that done, you have to do 2 more things, and to get that done, you have to do 2 more things, and all of a sudden, it's just ridiculous the number of steps you have to go through. Why do I want to look at Cuthbush?
Yeah, that's why I usually take a nice sheet of paper or an Excel sheet or whatever, and simply write down every single ability I want, go to the buff trainer, buy everything I can,
Yeah.
then go to exchange and buy the rest.
Yeah.
Because, quite frankly, I'm not willing to pay 200 lithium for a single training manual.
That actually makes sense. But if you're willing to spend your 200 dilithium in order to make that and then sell it for the 237,000 EC it's going for,
That's a different topic, and that's actually how I earn some more money.
Hello.
hello. There. Okay, now I've got my beam overload 3. So, who's going to have that one? Skills. Okay, so I already got one.
Yeah, I find really funny that you have 3 beam overloads. I have 1 and it's always running. That's... Oh, that's
Maybe.
command up down there? That's nice. That's a jellyfish, isn't it?
The one I'm doing? No, it's a Kittimer. I'm doing the Kittimer, yeah. This tune was going to stick with the Kittimer for a while. The jellyfish is going to my oldest tune, and I haven't started that build yet, but more information to work on her. I'll probably start her this weekend, maybe? or after the winter event gets going. All right, so I've just switched that out very basically to 3 beam overloads. Zip up into space, see how that does. That was a weird sound from somebody. Oh, I haven't checked chat. Excuse me, chat people, if you're out there. Let me check. Hi, chat people. Hi, BTD. How are you? Hi, Markman. I'm kind of liking the medical shield. I mean, it's.
It looks good for some ships. I don't like it for some other ones.
That is an unusual sound in the background there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was that you?
It's not me. It's my boyfriend.
I will have to meet your boyfriend one day. He didn't come to Vegas, did he?
He did not. That was
Okay.
my brother.
Yeah, I remember your brother, yeah, but I didn't remember if anybody else came with you.
Hello.
Hello.
This is normally why I have push to talk activated, because he's loud.
Let's see if anybody else has anything interesting here to put in place of Edgardo. I like Edgardo, but...
Hey, Mom.
Yes?
I just want to let you know that I'm not even sure if I'm going to make it to Star Trek this year, if there is one. That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's the big thing. We don't know if it's going to happen, and if it does happen, we're not sure we're going to be able to make it beyond just going as tourists.
Yeah, I don't even think. I mean, I don't even think I'll have enough money.
Yeah, I think everybody's in that same boat.
Because my hours have been drastically reduced,
Mm-hmm.
and my job, they're basically closing all the buffets on all the hotels that I work at, like all the Quality Inn hotels.
Oh yeah.
They're closing all the buffets, so it's like my hours are drastically reduced.
Yeah, my guess at this moment, they're not saying anything about it, but I gather that Creation has, and DT can correct me on this, that they've canceled their June events already. Is that correct, DT?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was. I have to double check again, but it looks like it. Yeah, I have to take a look at. Let me take a look at Creation's website again because I slept.
I mean, they canceled Comic-Con, and that's the week before. Gen Con is still tentatively scheduled, but they're already getting a lot of pushback from people who can't make it because, they won't be working for 2 months going into it. And going there where hotel rooms go for $300 to $400 a night for those 5 nights, that's a lot of investment.
Because I also read on Facebook that there's some people wondering if Creation will. I don't think Creation wants to cancel the event in Vegas because they'll probably get charged for it.
Oh, of course they'll get charged. And I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. If you're smart, you write it out so something like this is refundable.
And I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to wait for the hotel to say, we're not going to open, so we're just going to cancel your event for you so they don't get charged.
Yeah, but bear in mind if...
Part of it's insurance reasons, too.
Yeah.
So, I haven't, like I said, I haven't even bought a ticket yet, so it's like...
Yeah, no. The tickets are out there, but I'm not going to buy it till I know that we're going to go.
Well, see, no, they don't even have the general admission ticket.
They should have the general admission tickets. There was on Creation, I thought I saw that they were available.
I've been going there every day, and I have not been seeing it.
General admission tickets seem to come in a little on the later side, so...
Usually they're available in February.
They usually are.
Usually. That's the key word, usually.
So what would you like to know?
Mission passes. Yeah, it's just gold in Captain's Chair right now.
Okay.
Additional packages and single-day passes says available soon.
Wow, they really are holding off. It's interesting here. It says that admission passes are non-refundable and non-exchangeable. Oh, I know what they mean. Okay, right. Yeah, the other thing they're going to have to deal with, though, is if guests decide to cancel. Because I've read a standard voice actor contract, for example, when they go to a convention, And something like this is basically written into the contract where if there's an event that would imperil the safety or the health and well-being of the guest, they have the ability to say they're not going to be there. This definitely impacts the safety and well-being of the guests. I mean, the people who are the actors, etc. We highly recommend you purchase travel insurance for any unforeseen circumstances. No kidding.
Nah, let's not.
Come out, let's make us gamble a bit.
Yeah, well, the thing is, when I'm traveling there, I never buy insurance because even if my flight's delayed, I always figure it out one day in advance. So they're way ahead of time. And if I have to take a later flight, no biggie, I'm happy to take a later flight. It doesn't faze me in the least. Let's see, let's switch out some of this stuff here.
Yeah, so I just want to let you know that.
Well, I appreciate you letting me know. I don't know that.
But still, I mean, if you're still going to look for a 3-bedroom apartment, continue to do that just in case I am able to go.
Okay.
They are going to.
It's interesting. A lot of the houses that were previously booked and unavailable are back on the market, so people are canceling those out already.
Wow.
Yeah. So things are happening. Bearing in mind that people will plan out their vacations there. Let's see, which one do I want? Yeah, that's not what I want to do. I want to do that. Come on.
So yeah, I just want to let you know that. So that's it for me on open mic. So I'll see y'all later.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I've been playing Fallout 4.
Ooh, always fun. Always fun.
Why not? I gotta get prepared for in case we do go into Fallout. So
I was looking at a website that had memes, and one of them was on a restaurant door that said "closed due to the zombie apocalypse."
Or King, are you playing another game than Star Trek?
Some people do that.
You know what, Mom? I'm gonna just for that statement, I'm gonna give him the hammer for that.
As he's preparing to leave anyway.
I was playing the City of Heroes for like 3 months. 4 months.
Yeah, remember you said you're going to do that.
Yeah, I was.
Shh, don't tell anyone, but I have also been cheating. Shh.
I know.
Cheater.
Actually,
Grand Theft Auto.
The one game I haven't played was Knights of the Old Republic.
That's a fun game.
It is a fun game.
I just haven't played it in a while.
Only thing I don't like about it is you gotta pay so much into it at times. But yeah,
And the characters all look the same almost.
yeah. I mean, you're limited in your creation, which annoys me too.
I agree.
And because like I'll my character will stand next to another female character, my female character, to another female character, and their faces are exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's something I really appreciate in Star Trek Online. For such an old game, it has awesome character creation.
Yeah, a game that's making billions of dollars. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all later.
Take care.
Yep, see ya.
See ya.
And Mom, I just took the liberty of writing up a buff layout.
Oh.
If you are interested.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I just posted in Shipbuildoff.
Okay.
But do your test first, so you actually have a test that's comparable.
Okay.
But because if you change anything else, your
then
performance will change drastically. There's a couple of things that have alternative options.
Okay.
But I can walk you through those.
All right.
I could eventually sit down, rebuild mine a little bit more, but that's.
All right, let's see where we are. I think it's still... Oh, it might be time to do this one. Okay, this is ready. Okay, so now I've tricked it out with a little bit more on the beam overload. If anybody is interested in running a quick ISA.
I will be in momentarily because I've got a ship I'm doing.
Okay. I heard that, Duffy. I didn't even put it out there and people are signing up already. I say the words and people sign up.
Well, I better X up then.
You better accept them. Hi, Mar Hawkman. That reminds me of the game, the most disappointing character creator ever. Kingdoms of Amalur? I don't even know that one. It had nice options to tinker with, but not a wide variety. My son had me doing one of his anime games, and the character creation was actually more fun than the game.
Yep.
That happens too.
I had that with Champions Online.
Champions Online was pretty good, yeah.
I really liked the character creation. I mean, it's the game Starting Online was based on, so go figure.
Character Online was really good.
But when I actually started playing, it quickly became utterly boring.
Okay, we've got a full team here. As soon as Qantas is ready, we'll queue it up.
Kind of curious how this plasma build's going.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the greatest, hardest endeavor today.
I haven't even finished my
Go on.
endeavors. What have you got?
Win 3,003 GPL. That's like my hardest one.
That's when you take...
That's reroll.
No, you take 100,000 GPL just to get rid of it, put it in there, and the odds are you'll get the 3,000 immediately, and then you don't have to deal with it. Last time I did that, I put in 300,000 and won 297,000. And it's just like, no, I don't want to win. I want to lose this.
I think if you hand it to Quarks, you'll be quite happy about it.
Quite so.
Let me just put in 100,000.
Pex Federatica, hello. How are you today?
Watch him win him $1 million now.
Yeah, really.
I just rolled 100,000
Mm-hmm.
GPL.
You won it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you,
Rolling.
okay.
Great.
You got a Dabo?
I got 175,000 back. So I won 70,000 GPL. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
I think you did your
Go
daily.
ahead and
Slightly. Barely.
Are you ready yet, Qantas?
Sure, go ahead.
Alrighty. Queuing us up for ISA.
There's more I
do you
need
want-
to do,
Oh.
but it'll have to wait.
Oh, sure.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna have to like buy abilities and a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to hold everyone.
Hang on. You can stay there for a second.
Question: do somebody know if Borgs like kitties?
Yeah.
For
Would it
dinner.
be cool, or a Borg could assimilate a kitty?
Oh, that would be
They
They
interesting.
can.
Assimilated by a Borg?
Boom,
They
you're,
can.
you're in
They're simulated
cooldown.
Titans. Pretty sure they're simulated Titans.
The
You
what?
wanna be assimilated by a Borg? Huh?
Yeah.
Stupid kitty.
I'm going to kick you, Boom, and we'll come back in a second and pick you up again. All right, I got room for one more.
Just text me, or take me.
That just sounds wrong. Take me, baby. Take me. There you go. I have sent you an invitation.
I
Go.
saw your
unrelated.
invitation and I accepted.
All right.
On an unrelated
Well, that's
topic,
good.
have you had a chance to look at the text file I sent you earlier?
Yeah, the one you sent me this morning?
Yeah, and the updated version I sent you a couple hours ago.
Oh, no, I have not looked at that. I know this is a concept, but I've actually been working today. Flashy green lights?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
okay. All right, we'll go. Ooh, that didn't work. Let's try that one again.
Let's do a private.
Well, it usually goes directly over to private. Flashy green lights?
Nope.
Oh. I'm definitely not going to accept that one. I shall decline that. All right, let me try and make it private out of this one then. That's really interesting.
I don't even see I'm part of a private one. I
Yeah,
click on
some
private,
reason the
it's
team
just-
is kind of wonky.
Yeah, it's being really weird here.
I wish they would finally fix those. I think we can wait a couple decades for that.
I got a
Bugs?
teammate.
Them? Oh.
Okay, infected the conduit advanced.
There we go.
Okay. It didn't even say
Wait,
task
no.
force.
Yeah, it's private. Usually doesn't ask, it just does.
Yeah.
I didn't get a weewoo.
No, there's no
Human.
wee on privates.
It's
I
a
know.
private pie.
Don't-
so-
There.
I know. I
No,
was just trying
no one
to be-
wee-woos your privates.
I know. I was just trying to be funny, but okay.
I got it. It was humor.
Well,
Humor R.
Yeah, it was an attempt at humor.
Yeah,
Not a
try
good
again.
one. Not a very good attempt, but it was an attempt. We recognize that.
Qantas, I like your ship.
Thank you.
Do you like my ship?
Ooh.
I do.
I
That's
even like your
pretty.
shields.
That's the Raymond shields?
Mine is the Riemann shield, yes. At least the game doesn't lag.
This is your overload build.
This is the overload build.
I'm gonna say, from what I can see here, I don't know what the DPS actually is, but it looks like it's being very effective.
Well, it's hard to tell. Because you don't know how much. I mean, looking at Russell's icons zipping across the screen there. And as I said, the first
That's
one was...
about- Yeah, you go ahead.
I was going to say, the first one today that I did with the previous build was 33 with a meh team. And I mean a meh team.
This team's not really a meh team. So
Right, exactly. So I thought the previous one was actually fairly fair because... Oh, someone's...
and a lot of stuff I do changes really quickly, so it gets really hard. That's actually pretty good. I'm on DS9 and somebody did I'll just screenshot this for later. Did a Cara Dune from the Mandalorian.
Oh, wow.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Gun.
Little on the
That's a
not
pretty good show, too.
I still haven't seen it.
Yep.
I still don't have access to it.
Well, I don't have access to it in the sense that I'm not paying money for it.
Well, I wouldn't mind paying, but yeah, I can't get it
No, I'm sorry.
Really?
because I live in this fairy tale land.
Well, obviously not that
Solid?
much of a fairy tale because you can't have the fun fairy tales.
Maybe you need to make better life choices, Pie.
No, I'm quite
or
living
maybe,
where I am.
or maybe you should go somewhere other than Mordor.
Makes me curious. 'Cause I got Disney Plus myself up here.
Yeah. But where do you
We won't get
live?
it in Europe. In
Yeah,
Europe, it will like May, perhaps. Not even later.
Probably later because nobody cares about Mordor.
Probably right.
Why, did Disney Europe close or something? Or
I think they did.
oh, there's your problem there.
They're pissed.
Yep.
I don't want to have her forget me stuff here. We're not going to give them.
I mean, it's closed. No, you don't get Disney Plus. Sorry, guys.
Taste my rainbow.
Plasma gateway.
Yeah, I'm just focusing on pissing off everything. Which is kind of my job in my opinion.
I think build-wise, longer term, the problem I kind of see, Mom, is all that shared cooldown. You're not.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm working on with the suggestion I already gave her.
Yeah. It's probably why I use three and get global cooldown stuff. But yeah,
It's a lot of waste potential, essentially.
it really is. But considering she did the thing with Fire Will on 3 different levels last time, it's probably accurate.
For comparing, definitely. For flying, I would recommend something else.
Yeah, for flying, yeah, we gotta work on that.
It's a beginning.
Yep.
Sensors confirm that the transport.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you got a pass?
I'll tell you in a moment what we did.
She
Yeah, I
turned
parsed
off
it.
her thing. Yeah, I saw her turn off the combat log reader.
Yep. Give me just a moment here.
No hurry. I got all night long.
Mine's apparently not working.
Oh,
I gotta figure out how to use it, to be very honest. I gotta figure out which one again and how to use it. And yeah, the great debate's still going on. Is Fire at Will or Beam Overload these days the better thing for DPS?
In my opinion, it really depends on the target of the mission that you're testing your DPS in. If you have loads of small enemies, then Beam Fire will definitely do better. If you have fewer and bigger targets, then Overload will do better. So
okay. Well,
It can go either way, to be honest. Yeah.
that's what it is. Pi with 47, McAllister with 44. I still have 33. So this is still keeping in line with what I was at. Computus at 19 and Duffy at 12.
So
Nothing horrible, but it's the beam overload in and of itself isn't significantly different whether you've got 1, 2, and 3 or just 1.
yeah.
In a match that's fairly similar to the one I just did. Okay.
Yeah.
I did 47?
Yes, you did 47.
And what did, you said Duffy did
12.
22?
12. We need help, Duffy.
Well, it's a new character.
And part of it is also going to be depending on how you fly, what you have to do. Yeah.
yeah, I
mean-
kind of
I
screwed up my
mean-
piloting.
Yeah. I mean, as far as points go, I can get really different results if, for example, like if I went instead of heavy firepower, if I went crowd control, I'd get a dramatically different result. Which,
That might explain why.
yeah.
All right, let's see what we've got here for.
I mean, you kind of have to fly pretty much the same, for the most part, kind of the same mission profile. So you kind of have to go like where you were breaking off early to do crowd control, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Were you doing that on the last one too?
Yes, I tried to play it exactly the same way I had played it the last time.
Okay. So, generally speaking, at the moment, and we're not even talking about more specialized builds, like, for example, my engineer, for example, I did, thank you, Saw, for this, by the way, I did get the Zindi Primate Dreadnought, which extends my Fire Will to the time my beam overload time goes on.
That's kind of awesome.
Super weapon ingenuity, great trait, but the ship's traded more to make better use of the fired will, for example, on there. Whereas on my tanky ship that I'm still working on, that's more traded. That's going to be more traded to probably enhance what I can do with fired will and things like that.
Oh, I see one problem I have. I had 0 traits selected.
Oh,
That's a huge problem.
I did not realize that until after.
I wish the cooldown wasn't 30 minutes because it'd be easier to go in and see where each individual item makes a difference.
Yeah.
Is
But
there
yeah,
cooler on privates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still TFO, so yeah, it's going to have a cooldown there too.
But to which, while I'm thinking about that, traits.
Though there is probably a way around that too.
There probably is, yes. But
you copy your character twice to Tribble, one for
Right,
the beam overload,
right.
one for the fired will, and then
Yeah.
you just switch over real quick.
okay,
But you'd have to have the whole team doing that too, which
it's a bit of a pain. I need to look at my space traits, see if maybe I can switch something out there.
Do you have the what's it called? Coalition Starship Tactics?
Which one?
The Coalition Starship Tactics.
I do not. Is that personal trait or space?
Personal.
No, I don't have that one.
And it's on this. But I think for you, Context for King is actually better.
And I don't have that one either.
Context for Kings is a great trait. I do have it on my big build.
Yeah, it's not cheap by any means. 50 million or something.
But it's worth it.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Or you might ask Sav. She might have it.
I think Sav's done enough for giving me stuff, and I'm very grateful for it. The thing is, we actually had one in the fleet bank not that long ago.
The Context?
12 million. Do I want to spend 12 million on it? Is it worth 12 million?
Yes.
Okay.
Context for Kings is a really good trait to have.
It's one of the traits that the people that do 500,000 DPS actually use. And swear by, so,
Hi, Sav.
Yeah. It's definitely a really nice one.
Yeah, I think it wasn't the one if you're being fired on, you get more resistance, and if you're
Every second it checks, and if you took damage in the last second, you get damage resistance, and if you didn't take damage, you get bonus or damage.
right.
And it stacks essentially up to a total of 10 stacks.
So it's a really good trait to have. Like,
Yeah, I'm using it on my tank, but I would simply leave it in if I don't get shot, then I don't get shot and I still do more damage. So who cares?
exactly. I think that's one of the ones.
It's a glowy yellow shield.
Oh, it's one of the ones I want to get for my endurance. So.
Okay, so I've added context is for Kings. So what I've currently got for my space traits is Shield Technician, Living Hull.
You don't need Shield or Living Hull.
Okay.
Yeah. Get rid of those.
Managed Repair Mathematics you also don't need. It's a nice save, but I don't think you need it.
Okay. Turn off, damn you. There we go. It's lagging ever so slightly.
You can just drag over the new abilities onto the old ones.
Yeah, but what am I going to put?
Drag and drop works.
Okay.
But she's got to figure out what she wants for those abilities first,
Definitely Beam Training and Beam Barrage.
which she
Okay.
has.
Do I have those?
She has those.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
do. They're both there.
You don't have torpedoes on your ship, so you don't need a torpedo trait.
Yeah. Automated rerouting is kind of meh. I actually did the math on it and it's really not worth it.
Okay.
You do have the operative context for Kings you got in there. Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tactical tool? Yes, it is.
It is.
What was the tactical trait again?
Coordinated targeting might be good.
Reduce recharge time. Okay. Let's see what else we got here.
But you gotta put fire on my mark onto your tray quickly, so which is one of your tactical abilities.
Okay.
Or you got operative, didn't you?
Pardon?
Yeah, I see operative. I think that's her second trait on there.
No, it's not. Operative is different.
Yeah, you need operative.
What
I
is
know,
operative?
It's
There it is.
it ups
Crit
your
chance and crit severity.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a base trait.
Hmm.
I think there is superior operative at K30.
Okay.
which we know you can afford. But
So the other ones I've got are Nanite Repair Matrix.
I would skip that one. I mean, it's a nice
Yeah.
save if you got a slot, empty slot, then sure, but
Okay. Point Blank Shot.
yes, keep
Okay.
that.
And
Because you're going to be because there's going to be points where you're close in, and that's always good to have.
okay, so I've got at the moment Beam Barrage, Good job. Crippling fire. Context is for king. Did we do beam training? Point blank shot and operative. So I've got 2 slots open.
Quick. Fleet coordinator. Definitely fleet coordinator.
Fleet coordination, yeah, it's a very good one to have.
Okay.
It's essentially 2% bonus damage per teammate, including yourself.
Anything else?
I personally am a fan of Coalition Starship Tactic. It's not a cheap trade, it's about 5 million, I think, at present.
Okay.
But it's a tank trade, so you might... well, it's depends on what your team is. Each engineer in the team gives you shield healing, shield regeneration. Each scientist gives you hull healing, received. And each tactical teammate gives you flight speed and defense.
Yeah, it's 3 million. It's not that expensive considering it's only 3.5 million.
Yeah. Coalition Space Starship Space Tactics.
What was the name again?
Yeah.
Coalition
Starship. Just put Coalition Starship in there and it'll come up.
Yeah. There's also the Gaunt version, which is Coalition Squad.
Oh, it's only
which is also freaking awesome.
3.5 million. Bleh.
Yeah,
I wish I could say that.
Yeah.
It was a major expense for me.
My days have changed.
I have to earn up some more EC, which is going to take a bit.
Yeah, you'll love that trade.
All right.
Yeah, it's a great trade. I have the ground one. I love it on my ground teams, and
The ground one is freaking amazing. It essentially makes your shields almost invulnerable, especially in the engineering team.
yeah.
Let's see. Take off shield tech for bulkhead tech. Operative. Is this attack tune? Tech tones almost require a good day to die. And Trooper whips. Hi, Trooper. How are you?
I fully agree that a good day to die is really nice. However, it's also freaking expensive. What is that on 25?
Let me check here. Good day to die is actually down to about 17
million.
million.
Yeah, I can wait a little bit. We'll add that to the list a little bit later.
Well, Mom, if you sold your ship, you would have enough money.
I'm not selling my ship. What's wrong with you?
Hi.
See,
if she sells her ship, that's going to get me to actually go on the road on that trip that she's out to Chicago to find her. And go,
Can you swing by and pick me up?
And then martial arts master or not.
I'm not a master.
Take a taser and fill up with some nasty drink.
Oh my!
Oh no! I'm hoping. I want to see her karate chop through an aluminum bat.
You realize we've had more views of Mom Got Her Surprise than we have had of any of our other videos ever.
I MC that so well. I mean, I listened to that. I did good getting you in for that, and I felt good about it.
DT, if you consider visiting Mom like that, can you swing by and pick me up, then?
From the airport, sure.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'll just drive across the ocean.
Yeah, really.
I live like in the.
Yeah, I'll drive across. I'll drive really good across the ocean.
Trooper says, "No, you go out to Mom with a paper fan like a Japanese slapstick comedy."
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And then there'll be all these points where there's big, and I'm blocking with a paper fan.
Hey, for a long time I had the fan with the spikes in it. I loved that weapon. That was so cool.
Yep, it is.
It is really awesome.
I also like the fans were made from metal plates.
Yep. I had a student who made one for me out of scrap metal and razor blades, and oh my god, and duct tape. And I know he meant well, but that was the scariest thing I've ever seen. I had to put
the duct tape was the scary part. If it was welded together, then it would be fine.
Oh my! No, it was taped together. In some places, it was bolted together. He was doing it, from things he had at the house, and it was very sweet of him. Absolutely sweet of him. But
very sweet,
my
but
god!
Very dangerous to use.
Oh yeah.
For everyone involved.
Oh yeah.
And everyone within 100 meters.
Yep.
Actually, no. If we're going to go beat up Mom, I would get throwing stars.
He made those for me too, out of razor blades that were taped together. I couldn't even throw them without cutting myself. It was still very nice of him.
Thanks, but no thanks.
He's a good kid. We got 15
No,
minutes.
he wasn't.
He really was. He was sweet. He was one of my students for like 10
Would
years.
you like to?
And how many years in his prison sentence does he currently have?
He was actually one of the nicest people I've ever met. He just wanted to do nice things, and making weapons was that one.
Make
Nice
match
thing
the match
about
destruction.
skills.
I'm just joking.
You might want to check the buff abilities as recommended.
All right, give me a second.
Mucin on my Firewheel build, I do Firewheel on my tanky build for one other reason, because I have the trait on there I have the Starship trait of Coordinated Assault.
Yeah.
And since I'm in a galaxy which has really limited tactical seating, that just gives me a torpedo spread, which I like.
The one I'm still using, looking for, is the carrier trait, where when I use a weapon modifier, it applies to my pets as well.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, because using fire at will with my WAF frigates.
Yep. I think the next one I kind of want. My next point, though, besides getting, I'm gonna go the whole thing with the power of math. But the thing I need also to do is to get a lot more dilithium together and more fleet marks, so I can go start getting that fifth trait slot for everything. Because that'll help my build.
That will definitely help a lot.
Yeah.
The only problem is I don't have the traits put in for the Starship slot.
I'll get those too down the road. I mean, it's just a matter of grinding away at stuff, selling off everything I don't need. But the other point is, I'm going to Firewheel, and then when upgrade weekend comes, Mom has a bunch of overload phases ready to upgrade for me.
I will, yes.
So I
Do
could
you
have
need
a
a beam
fire.
overload? Do you need like training manuals or stuff? Or
No.
if I-
No,
Okay.
no. The
Over
phase-
modifier on phasers.
the overload modifier on phasers. So while I'm doing my Firewheel, there's a chance that each of those phasers can shoot off a beam overload,
Ah, okay.
which is so galaxy-like. It's awesome, and it's just so evil. It's beautiful.
Oh, by the way, Mom, I got a spaceship Starship trait that you might get from the exchange.
Oh,
Overwhelming Force.
overwhelming force.
If you use a beam overload build, which I recommend, that one would be freaking insanely good for you.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm
No
making.
hurry.
Overwhelming force for Federation is, well, it's only about 2 million. I'd love to get one of those.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's
Only 2 million.
really nice.
Let's see what I got
Essentially,
left after
every
that.
single overload beam that you fire
Yes.
detonates at the target.
Oh Lord.
I so need that for my regular build. I so need that. But fortunately, I think he's got enough to do it, so I'm switching over to get it. What?
Essentially, whenever you hit a target with an overload, you create a photonic shockwave at the target.
Okay, let's see. Federation's going for 1.8 million, so let's go. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to pay you back.
DT, are you seeing how she's just throwing away money like it's like paper?
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's paper.
It's virtual.
It's virtual paper.
It doesn't even
It's
exist.
it's imaginary. It's just make believe.
It is just make believe.
Yeah, but that's money in general.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, I recommend you read that trait. You'll love it.
Yeah, I just picked it up for my character, my Firewheel build, because
Yeah, actually, I tried on the Firewall. The chance is too low. It doesn't work.
I mean my Overload build.
For an overload build, it really works.
Yep, and we just picked it up. Haha.
You also cannot claim a trait that's already unlocked. Hold on a second here. Do I already have this trait?
If you already have it,
It'd be a Starship trait.
There it
so
is. I've got
yeah,
it.
you actually selected it
I've
already.
got
yeah.
it. Wow.
Send it my way then.
Okay.
It is an awesome trait.
All right, it's a Starship
Which
trait.
tune are you
okay.
on?
I'm on Jason right now, but it's going to go to another tune. I just picked one up for Jason.
Oh,
So
well, do you want me to
it's
send
got-
you this one?
just send it to my account.
Okay.
Just at the.
Yeah.
I'll send it to Jason. I'll throw it in my fleet bank. That's easy. Oh, you did it already. You're
Fine,
good.
fine. I'm just going to send it
I
to you.
saw-
You figure out what the heck you want to do with it, okay?
Somebody sent me something.
There you go. I have sent
Oh.
it to you.
Awesome. Oh, I sold a couple more items on the exchange, so.
Awesome. See? Earning that.
All those extra phasers I built are slowly selling off. No, my TOS tune does beam overload too, also, so it'll be great on him.
Yeah, by the way, I've figured a little something out about mortars earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I did a couple comparisons because I'm currently writing up that script for the video. So I actually double check all the information I put in, whether it's actually the right information and the best option. Because I'm currently working on the example, the recommended starter builds. And one thing I noticed is that the photon grenade launcher, essentially the 23rd century mortar, only has a 4-second interval between shots, while the normal mortar has 6 seconds.
Interesting.
In addition, on a buff it does more damage. It fires faster and does more damage per shot. Oh, and by the way, it's also a lower slot. You can essentially use the photonic mortar rank 3 instead of the quantum mortar rank 1 in the same slot. Which is freaking insane. The only problem is they are essentially never found on the exchange. I mean, you can buy the rank 2 manual for 500 credits with a new TOS tune. But otherwise you can't really get it.
I don't think I've got polarized hull on any of these guys. Gotta go buy some toys.
Polarized hull recommended because of tractor beams.
What do you need? Which one? 2?
Polarized hull 1. Do we have it?
Okay.
It's 250 credits.
Hardly worth even running all the way over there, but I'm all the way
Okay,
over here.
got a question for our audience here.
Yes.
I think the two traits that I can safely drop that are more easy to drop. I mean, I got improved critical systems. But I think it's either emergency weapon cycle or overpowered and overgunned that I can drop for the overwhelming force.
I would
What
need
do
to
you
double check those. I would need to double check those traits.
Huh?
I don't have them memorized.
Okay, emergency weapon cycle. Upon activation of emergency powered weapons, you gain a reduction in weapon power costs and set up a bonus to weapon firing speed for the duration of the emergency power, which is minus 50% weapon cost for 30 seconds.
Keep it. If you have a probable, then emergency powered weapons is
Oh.
always active. That means that trait is always active. That's good.
Yeah, I do. And then overpowered and overgunned, activating fire at will, beam overload, cannon rapid fire, cannon scatter volley, or surgical strikes. Improves weapon haste significantly for a short time, and increases my critical chance.
How short and by how much?
7 seconds, minus 15% power, plus 12.5 firing haste.
You might get ahead if you replace that one.
I'm keeping
But they're probably fairly similar output.
Yeah. And then I got supercharged weapons, which when I fire torpedoes, it ups my critical chance for 20 seconds. And my damage on my beam weapons. Then I got improved critical systems.
Familiar with that one. There's too many ships and too many traits, I can't remember all of them.
Land also said I wouldn't drop either for overwhelming.
Yeah. Overwhelming is really nice if you have a slot for it. But there's a reason it's only 2 million, not 25.
Actually, a fun part, I don't know where I got this from. I got Honored Dead on this character.
Well, that is freaking
Ralph
cheap
says-
on the exchange. It's just a couple 100,000. For Federation.
There's actually quite a few things in the chat.
Yeah.
God damn it, Kitty. Do I need to give you to the boards again?
Oh, don't give them to the Borgs.
Again?
Apparently they didn't get a good enough job.
Listen, for the best result on overfixed, go with Polaron, since Spiral. Okay, so that goes off facepalm. Bahaha. Really throwing away money now, buying things she already has. Well, hey, you know, Von Marcus, I have a whole bunch of tunes. Somebody doesn't have it. Somebody doesn't have stuff.
That should be your endeavor, Mom. Get all the traits on all tunes.
Yes, that would be very nice.
But getting all the starter traits will cost quite a penny.
Yeah.
Well, apparently she got enough. She's just buying her.
Oh. Let's see.
You know, Pi is starting to get really passively aggressive about you getting that jellyfish now.
Starting?
No. Starting? Oh, come on.
Hey, Russell, you said Photonic Officer?
Yep.
Photonic Officer's that's good cooldown trait.
Okay, why am I not seeing that?
Yeah, it's because it's actually a skill.
Ah.
It's a bridge officer skill.
No, that's where I'm at, but I'm at...
Let me double check if I messed up the levels for that skill, but I'm pretty sure I didn't.
It starts at lieutenant. It doesn't start at ensign.
Yeah, it's in the second slot. It starts at green.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I just fleebed by it way too fast. I was scrolling past and I probably just zipped by way too fast and couldn't see it.
Yeah, usually it's just about every single build that exists has at least one bridge officer slot reserved for cooldown reduction.
There he is.
And in my opinion, the Photonic Officer is the most gentle of the options. The easiest to get hold of and the easiest to use.
Problem is, my only healing right now, my best shield healing is Science Team 2, and my best hull heal right now on this particular build is either my Miraculous Repairs, which I can't rely on, or it is my freaking Hazard Emitters 1. So,
yeah, Hazard Emitters isn't that bad actually as a heal.
Yeah.
Do you have Aux to Bat, or do you use do you have an option for auxiliary to structural integrity?
I have right now my powers are 1 engineering point. It's emergency powered engine, so I can get the cooldowns I need for evasive. I got narrow sensor bands, emergency powered weapons, which I could probably ditch if I wanted to.
Well, it's really awesome.
Mixed armament synergy. Then I got emergency power. Actually, I can't get rid of the emergency powered weapons because I still get the 1 trait because that triggers that. Then I got emergency power to shields, and
you can only use 2 emergency powers. You can only use 2 emergency powers.
I know. I should probably get rid of the. What should I put engineering team on, and then I could get rid of the other one.
I recommend actually getting auxiliary to structural integrity if you don't have an auxiliary already. Because that one,
I don't. It's an ensign slot. You're right. It's
a lieutenant slot. Auxiliary is lieutenant.
I don't have a lieutenant slot open. I have an ensign slot open right now on this particular.
Yeah, that's
build.
engineering team. That was actually one of the problems I had with Mom Ship as well.
Yeah.
When
because here's my point. I got a lieutenant universal slot, which is currently my Psi skills, science officer skills. I got a lieutenant commander and a lieutenant tactical slot. I got a commander universal / miracle worker slot. Then I got a lieutenant engineering. I should say lieutenant engineering miracle worker slot. Then I have or lieutenant or a full commander or lieutenant. Blah. I need sleep. Okay, I have a full commander engineering / miracle worker slot, and then on the ship I have a lieutenant engineering pilot station. So literally, if I want to keep...
Yeah, miracle worker is freaking awesome.
Yeah, I know, because I have narrow sensor bands, I have mixed armored synergy. Miracle worker's awesome.
Let me go off topic here for just a moment. Tie My Shoe pointed out the bug with the event payout on the DIL is happening to some people, but not everyone. Cryptic's aware of it. They will have a repair, but probably not before the patch on Thursday, and it's the reason they've extended the game for a week. So the event
2
will...
weeks.
Well, no, for us it's through the 30th.
Yeah, for the 30th, yeah.
Right, but for console...
yeah,
exactly. And for the console, it'll be for 2 weeks. So just giving everybody an update on that one.
Nice.
I've been getting my dilithium on this stuff as I go, so I'm actually feeling pretty good about it.
How high can we stack the dilithium income from that event then?
We're about to find out.
I think 50k is the max. I just double checked.
I think it's
Aw,
20.
bummer.
I think it's 20. I think it's about 20k, but still.
I'll take it.
Actually, just double checked. It literally says after 42 completions you have a max of 50k.
That would be nice.
Okay, 50k works. It's going to help a lot of characters with that have dilithium problems.
They are definitely working on a fix for the lithium problems. I fully agree. They fixed our problems with the lithium.
Oh, goodness.
After that,
Hey.
we no longer have the lithium shortages, at least for a couple days.
Hey, we can be bought.
We're not cheap, but we can be bought.
At least our moods can be improved by certain payment. Yes.
Okay, let me just get my engineer done here. Edgardo, do you have my toys that I need? Edgardo, probably not.
If you like, I can actually say a couple words to the abilities I recommended.
I'm sorry, say that
So
again?
now, if you like, I can actually explain why I picked the abilities that I did
That
pick.
would be awesome. While I'm doing this, you can tell me why.
Since
I'm
you're
doing
working on the engineering, let's start with that.
it. Okay,
I recommended either emergency power to shields or emergency power to engines
okay.
for the engineering ensign slot.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends on how you fly. If you move around a lot and rely on dodging, then get the engine one. If you simply stand there and take the damage, then get the shield one.
Okay, well that'll definitely
It
be
really
engineering.
depends on how you fly, or simply get both and swap and try both. I mean, it's not like they're expensive.
Yeah, really. Okay, but we'll start with engines. Okay,
Then
If
I picked this.
Mom, can
Yes.
I make a recommendation?
yes.
If you have the emergency con hologram, put that on your duty officers, because when you do emergency powered engines, that will cool down your evasive maneuvers
Okay.
faster.
Yep.
I think I did that
Instant
this morning,
refresh,
but I'll double
actually.
check it. Okay, so the next one you
Yeah.
had was auxiliary power to structural integrity.
I would actually talk about the lieutenant commander
Okay.
slot first.
Okay.
The emergency power to weapons.
Mm-hmm.
If you have enough cooldown reduction and a photonic officer 1 is almost enough, then you can keep 2 emergency power abilities active all the time. Permanently.
Okay.
Essentially, the emergency power to, in your case, engines,
Mm-hmm.
and the emergency power to weapons will both always be active. Both of them. Not just one, both of them.
Okay.
And since emergency power to weapons gives you, I think, 16 point something bonus energy weapon damage, and I think 40 weapon power, it essentially means that your damage increases by 20 to 25% for your weapons.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Not at all.
And it just stays active. Assuming you click the button often enough.
Yeah,
But that's your problem.
that's not a big issue for me.
Similar auxiliary to something. If you have enough cooldown reduction, and you need quite a bit for that, then again, the duration of that ability is exactly as long as its cooldown. It has a 10-second cooldown if reduced enough, and a 10-second duration, so you can essentially also keep that up permanently. However, you can only permanently keep up one auxiliary to something, if you have enough cooldown reduction. But that one really needs a lot of cooldown reduction.
I grabbed the wrong one. No problems.
It's also probably your primary hull here, because it's triggering every 12 to 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And getting a couple thousand hit points and some damage resistance for the next 10 seconds. Every 12 to 15 seconds sounds like a good deal to me.
Meow.
Meow.
Yeah, I'm
Sounds
actually
to
going
me.
to.
Meow.
I'm actually going to experiment. I'm
Okay.
taking out my science team, because I can dump up a ton of power, to put photonic officer on.
Let me make sure that I've got my EMH up and running.
And last slot, the commander slot, reverse shield polarity, essentially your panic button.
What was that last one?
If the reverse shield polarity, that would be your panic button. The alternative would be directed energy modulation, which gives your energy weapon significant amount of shield and armor penetration. So your call whether you want a panic button or whether you want to do more damage.
Damage.
Both are perfectly valid options. I personally think that having reverse shield polarity is essentially a slap in the face of the War Queen. Because when she activates her feedback pulse, you simply activate the reverse shield polarity and recover your shields from feedback pulse.
Yeah.
Who needs to stop shooting?
Exactly.
Yeah, I personally really like having that panic button, but then again I'm playing a tank. That kind of
Yes.
colors my perception. Yeah, that's the engineering ability. You would probably keep 3 of them active at all times. Then for the tactical abilities. The tactical team 1 in the ensign slot, I mean that's more or less basic. It has essentially 3 purposes. The least efficient is, the least important is it cleanses tactical debuffs. Primarily boarding. Just removes them more or less constantly, so one less thing to worry about. Then it gives you a slight boost to your weapon damage, which is almost negligible. It's present, but not really a major boost.
Okay.
And then lastly, it constantly automatically rebalances your shields. Since the distribute shield power actually interrupts your weapon firing cycle and therefore reduces your damage, and the tactical team doesn't, that's the more effective option of balancing your shields. So that goes in the ensign slot because you only need it active, you don't need it good.
Active. Ah, good. Got it.
Yeah, it's the same as Polarized Hull. Polarized Hull makes you immune tractor beams. That's all we want from it. It doesn't matter whether it's Mark 1 or Mark 3. You're immune. Can't get more than immune.
How immune do I want to be? I want to be super immune.
I want to be so immune.
Yeah. Then the 10 slot for tactical, I picked the attack pattern beta. Which is essentially the highest slot you could put it in, because Beam Overload is your most important tactical skill. Attack pattern beta reduces the damage resistance of your target whenever you shoot them. And with them having less resistance, that means more damage for you and everyone else shooting them. I think you can see why that might be.
I'm beginning to figure out, yes.
And of course, the primary skill is your Beam Overload, because that's where your damage. Which brings me to the Universal station with the other tactical officer, which has Beamfire at Will 1, which is essentially just there in case you have a lot of small fries, for example a Herc Swarm. Then you want a fire at will and not an overload.
Okay.
The rest of the time, simply ignore it. It doesn't exist unless there's a ton of tiny stuff. Because usually it's just not worth a cooldown, unless you really want to kill a lot of tiny things.
Well, there are times, yes, but
Yeah, which is why it's in. And the other one, the lieutenant slot for the second tactical, is Chemoside Laced Weaponry,
yes.
which is just freaking amazing. I think you know that one.
Oh yeah, that one I like. Let me see if everybody came up here. They didn't. I'm glad to check.
However, you need to buy Chemoside Laced Weaponry from the exchange.
Oh no, I already have chemosite-laced weaponry.
I'm kind of using actually distributed targeting, which seems to work really well with this particular one, but that's, again,
Distributed targeting was which one?
Come on, guys.
distributed targeting 1 instead of Chemosite 1, which is 8 seconds, chain 16.8% of incoming weapon damage to.
The spread it around.
Yeah.
That might actually be good replacement for the Beamfire at Will. If you want an alternative.
Yeah, it's kind of part of my chain of weapon fire, and I actually went through a wanted patrol, which is not a great check.
Do that one. I to do that one.
But my uptime, changing out the science team for photonic fleet, seems to be working really well. Because I figured, I can experiment.
Yep, definitely. It's a good one. The only problem is that it can easily get saturated.
Yeah. Well, the big other problem would be, but I can jump my power levels up because I also run Ox to Bat for cooldowns. So
Yeah.
Sov instead of con. We need we need both to say Sov.
She was trying to follow and
Yeah.
then it's unfollowed.
Refollow.
Yeah. We're there. They haven't messed with us. Okay, I think I've got all of
Yeah.
that. Let me create a new trade in here.
Which finishes the science part, the technical part, and brings us to the science part. Science is fairly straightforward. Polarized hull because tractor beams are freaking annoying. If you want to move when there's a freaking tractor beam from something you can't kill, say a gate, that is freaking annoying. Luckily, they made the gates actually completely invulnerable at present, or as good as, so they no longer tractor beam you quite as often. But it was quite often that my fire at will was selective when I was moving from in either from the left side to the right side, flew past the main gate, shot it once because fire at will was selective, and it tractored me and held me there for a while. I got kind of annoyed by that. That's what that's for. It also gives you increase your damage resistance a little bit for a decent amount of time. So if you're really feeling the pressure, it also helps with that a little bit. Then hazard emitters for heal over time, and more importantly, the cleanse of dots. Which means if you need to activate an objective or something, you can remove all those freaking damage over time effects and just activate the freaking objective. And of course, it also heals by quite a huge amount. I think it's one of the strongest heals in the game. Then of course, Photonic Officer for your cooldowns. That one essentially should be clicked whenever it's available, if not faster. And lastly, Gravity Well, so you have something to throw around to control, essentially to control whatever you want to shoot at, or to move stuff away from an objective you want to want clean access to it.
Did you say
It's more control? It's more control than a damage ability.
Alright, so
Because sometimes you just don't want those standard probes anywhere near the freaking. Yeah, you don't want them to start repair this. The Gravity Well has a couple alternatives that you can use. I mean, there are so many awesome science abilities. But yeah, personally really like Gravity Well because of the control effect. It doesn't give me as much GPS, but it allows me to help the entire team make it easier to complete the objective. Which, in my opinion, is kind of important.
kind of, yes. Just a little bit.
Only a little.
Just a little bit.
It helps a bit. Doesn't hurt.
We want to put that one in.
It certainly hurts, but the other side.
Yeah. Okay.
An alternative would be, for example, the Stabilizing Resonance Beam. Because it not only is an area of effect damage, where you put it on a target, and while it's active for a couple seconds, it pulses. And around the target and everything around it, each pulse loses some damage resistance, stacking, loses some energy weapon damage, stacking, and takes some physical damage. And if you manage to hold it on the target for 10 seconds, the weapons are disabled. For another 5 seconds. 400. So that would be an alternative.
Okay. Let me make sure.
It really depends on how you fly. I can't say one is better than the other.
I threw what I got so far to chat. Seems to be working. Seems to feed my hyper aggressiveness. So.
Here, I got you in there where I want you. Okay. All right. Anybody game to go try this against stupid interwebs?
Sure.
Sure.
Let me just catch up on everybody here. Tech team does in fact interrupt your firing cycles, so spam that spacebar to compensate. Okay. Distributed targeting instead of, what do you think? Trooper suggests options to replace tech team is distributed targeting. What do you think?
I would probably keep tactic.
Okay, well, can always try it.
That would be my call. but
I need tag team a lot because problem is when you start doing the more damage you start doing, the more they start liking you, and the more you want those shields distributed automatically.
yeah, not having to
I
worry
use
about
it
that
as
is
a squishy.
freaking amazing. In my opinion, it's an alternative option for beamfire at will. It's either beamfire at will or distributed targeting in that slot, depending on how you fly. But yeah, oh yeah.
But I also put, besides in chat, I threw mine up in ship builds too, so...
Okay.
Yeah, and the other, well, I listed a couple alternatives in ship build off. Essentially, instead of reverse shield priority, you could get directed energy modulation. Instead of beamfire at will, you could get distributed targeting, and instead of gravity wear, you could get destabilizing resonance. It really depends on what you prefer flying.
DT, did you see Trooper's last comment?
Yeah...
Okay, want to
the
drop supercharged weapons. Okay. All right, let's give it a try. So what we're going up against is, what do we have in the last one?
You did infected conduit last time.
No, I wanted to see what we did for damage last time.
Oh, you did the same thing you did before, which was 33.
Okay, so I've had 33 twice here. Now we're changing the build up a little bit of
Quite a
FAW.
lot. You changed your traits and your
I changed a few things, just a few things here.
one person's missing.
Yeah, who's missing here?
I have a if you look at my firing chain on there, Trooper, by the way, before my beam overload goes off, I do have a torpedo overload. So, and I do have a I do have the Dark Matter torpedo on here. So
Mr. Crest was now he's left the
Qua-
team.
Why'd I get kicked?
Because I'm re-inviting you. It said you were already in something else. So I'm just doing a re-invite to get you back in here. You know how it gets messed up sometimes. Today it doesn't like anything.
But Trooper, I do run torpedoes on the front of this. So yeah.
Hey, Qantas, would you take a look in your private queue, and if you're still stuck in
Already
some...
done.
You're out of it?
I just realized that's why.
Yeah.
I don't broadside
Optics.
too often.
There you
I
go.
mean, half my AF's weapons are Omnis anyway, but
Yeah, I got 4 weapons in my back. Sorry, 5. And of those 5, one
you
isn't an Omni.
Okay, are you guys ready?
4.
I am.
Sure.
I'm ready, yeah.
Wow, that was fast.
How bad could this be?
Well, hopefully it'll be better.
yeah, I consider that too, Trooper. Which I don't lose too much doing that anyway, so I might do that. I just happen to like watching ships disintegrate.
I personally really like the gravimetric torpedo. Freaking amazing.
I've done those
yes.
too.
And from everything I saw so far, it seems to be the highest damage torpedo in the freaking game. Especially if you use it with scatter volley, because then every single torpedo triggers that nice little warp.
Or I can go old school. It's a Sovereign after all. I could always go with I can always upgrade the wide angle quantum that it came with. Oh, what fun is that?
But it doesn't have the same sound effects. Gosh darn it. I like my overload sound effects.
There's a lot of stuff in front of your buttons.
Yes, there are.
You might want to rearrange your HUD so that those buttons don't get in the way.
Another thing to work on.
Excuse me, I know my rear shield's failing. Thanks for telling me.
Closing in on the transport. Destroy it.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think you're doing more damage than last time. At least as a
We'll know
team.
in just a moment.
We are kind of blazing through that stuff at
Yeah,
present.
it does feel like it.
But then again, yeah. I feel like I'm doing more damage too, which is scary.
That was fast.
and boom goes the dynamite.
That was definitely fast.
That was
Sensors
definitely
confirm that the
fast.
transwarp conduit has been destroyed.
Oh, goody. It's been destroyed. What a surprise. Yay. Alright. Well, aside from the lack of cool beam beam sound effects, let's see what the numbers say.
Yeah, let's see what the numbers say on all of us, because
Certainly felt amazing.
doo-doo, doo-doo. And I think you're right, Trooper. I might just swap out to Con before the storm or change out the torpedo on here.
Alright, Jason, 135, McAllister, 44, me, 26. Computers, 22, and Duffy, 11.
26.
So, 26.
It's not really fair because I dumped a lot more damage in.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't nice of you.
I was testing stuff on my build too, and it went up 10k DPS.
And I went down 7. I'll give it a try a little bit later when there's
Yeah,
a different
I
group
won't.
involved.
I'm not going to run next time.
Well, I'm
I
not going to mess
was-
with it again until I get a chance to
kinda-
try it. It seemed to feel better.
That's the important part. If it feels better, then that's a very important part of it too. Because you can always tweak stuff if you get the build feeling right.
Right. Then again, I thought it felt better before from the other improvements we made. Not a bad start, but is there a clear winner between beam overload and fire at will? It seems to be everything that goes with it.
It seems to be. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes in there. It seems to be a wash from the first two
Yeah.
runs, which were the most identical. It seems to be a wash.
Trooper says
Yeah.
DT stepping a DPS vampire.
Yeah, definitely.
I wasn't even
So-
trying to, and I'm an engineer. Come on.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, there's engineer in the top. That's about, I think, 800,000 KDPS.
Pardon?
I'm
Yeah.
never going to get up to 800,000 KDPS now with a lot.
Sorry, 800 KDPS.
Yeah,
my
I
bad.
was going to say 800,000 K would be great.
I think the top currently is at 1.2 million or something.
Yeah.
I mean, 135 for me that's actually my best run ever.
Wow, somebody's got a ship here at the Hot Rod Lincoln. Which I assume we all know what that song is, Hot Rod Lincoln? Okay, guess not. No problem. There's a song, Hot Rod Lincoln. Dates back
I see.
a long time. Well, since we now have a 30-minute cooldown before we can try that again, would anybody like to do something else?
Clear my inventory, and then I need to do 1 Lucaria TFO.
That sounds great. Happy to help you with Lucari TFO. Since I have
I think I'm going to pick up the. I gotta pick up the right Cardassian ship now for the Calm Before the Storm, and I think that was a Cardassian ship. And then I gotta work from there. Which,
Okay, Sav needs some Lucari marks on her tune, so she's going to join us. So we're looking at Lucari TFOs. Do you have a preference?
I only need 1, so it shouldn't be hard.
1 Endeavor, 1 Lucari TFO.
What? Yep.
Okay.
I'm not a particular fan of breaching a Schwarth.
I don't mind doing
And
this Citadel. It's a good one.
The problem is I'm flying a freaking walrus of a ship. Taking those corners. Well, let's just say if I arrive in the next room after you already killed half the content, I'm fast. At least that's what it feels like.
What do you guys feel about Zinkethi Front for Lucari?
I don't
fine with
mind.
that.
I'm just, like I said, I'm kind of going through here and trying to get a couple things going here. Alright.
Well, both that and Draenor Gauntlet we've done enough of lately, so I think I'd have a pretty good feel as to how the ship is compared to the last run.
Well, if the ship feels better, then that's really one of the biggest important parts.
Yeah, Gauntlet is the easiest one to do, yeah, but it's nice to blow up.
It's not about easy, it's about fun.
Yeah. Well said, sir, well said.
I mean, if you want to do easy, I would do a normal one. Not an advanced.
It's the Cardi flight deck, according to Trooper. Bryborg 1990, why don't you jump in and play? We're here. Happy to have you back in,
Yeah,
even if you haven't been here for a long time. Or even if you haven't been here for a week. Hi, Jack Wonder, how are you?
I mean, I had a, 3-month break?
Yeah. So what's your question,
Yeah,
Marksman? Wow, there's 27 people out there. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining us tonight. And why is my screen stuck on that? Oh, because I left my screen up. Duh. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, by the way, if you got a break, you might want to rearrange your HUD so that the buttons are no longer in front of your hotkeys. Because I think that definitely interferes a lot with how you play the
Actually, all of those are set up on a macro, so each sequence there fires in order. So basically,
Okay.
I have to smash 0, 1, 4, and 7 to make the 7, 8, 9, 10 rows go. 1 is the only one that's manual, but yeah, I do need to move the things because they are a pain in the butt there.
Okay, in that case, we definitely want to work on your hotkeys.
Yep.
But yeah, I actually think about streaming tomorrow a little bit, so...
Oh, cool.
You guys usually come on, you're streaming now for what, an hour?
Oh, no, we tend to do 2 to 3 at night and 1 in the morning. So from 6 to 7 in the morning, and then 6 to 8 or 6 to 9 in the evenings.
Yeah. Your time zones don't have my time
Okay.
zone.
From the time we started an hour and a half ago, whatever time that was, we would go for another half hour to hour and a half.
Yeah, so from 1 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning till 4 in the morning. Speaking of which, I had a job offer from a place that said, oh, it's going to be from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. I'm thinking, okay, that's a little rough, but I can do that. And somehow that's morphed from that to midnight to 10 a.m. now. And my husband's just like, no, you don't need the money that badly.
That's
That's different. That messes up my entire life.
midnight to 10 a.m. Yeah, it's no.
Yeah, but that means I can probably stream 2 or 3 hours before you guys start.
Absolutely.
Just trying to figure out a good slot.
Yeah, well, I try and do one at 6 a.m. my time, which would be 1 p.m. your time, and just go for an hour. That's the Mom in the Morning thing. And then
Yeah.
one 12 hours later.
Yep. Which means I'll probably do the your evening stream a couple hours before your evening stream.
Yep, that'd be
So you
awesome.
might drop in and see how I fly my ship at that point.
I would love to see that. Hold,
Because a lot of things can be taught by talking, but a lot of things can't.
good
They have
night,
to be taught
Boom.
by showing.
I just realized we have 1, 2, 3.
Night Boom.
Who's the other person who needed Lucaria? Is that you, Russell, or is that DT?
I needed the TFO.
Oh,
I'm just after experience and marks on this particular one, so yeah.
well, I'm going to take Russell then because he needs it. The other people there need it.
Yeah, I can patrol and take care of what I need to, so that's
Yeah, and you'll just mess up our numbers. Meh, 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 meh.
Yeah.
By the way, a fun part about Bozeman, if you do it on each character on your account,
Yes.
get the free XP tokens on each character.
yeah. I picked up like about a dozen of them for that whole XP.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm totally
Yeah,
doing
but
that.
in my account bank.
Since they're going on for a while.
Yeah, and we can do them until the end of the month. That is a lot of XP afterwards.
Yes, it is. I wish they'd let us do it for every... You only get it for once a day on the XP, though, right? Not for every time you do it.
Once per day per character.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I know what I'm doing when we're done here. Oh my, I thought it was just once per day per account.
That's what they say, but that's not what they do.
Ooh, no. Oh, definitely got to go do this. Marksman, how do I access the Star Trek Online account management menu through in the options? Account management in what sense, Marksman?
I think that is on the website.
Yeah. There isn't really
Because here in the options there is no account management.
There-
There is only in-game stuff.
Yeah. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, everything
Talking about
that's
the Arc launcher.
yeah. If you're talking about Arc Launcher, then you have to go to Arc itself.
He's on console, isn't he?
Ooh.
He's on console,
Yeah,
then he's
he-
on his own. Because I got
Yeah.
no freaking clue.
Wow, that's a
I thought
good
he said
question.
previously he was on console or something.
Those XP tokens are account bound. You don't have to run it on all your tunes. Just run it on one. Stick the tokens in your account bank. Well, yeah, I can do that. But if we can get more than one per day,
I actually picked up 3 earlier.
then I'm gonna do more than one per day. That's gonna be great for this whole event that's coming up.
I think my newest tune, he has like 1.5 million experience pool running at the moment.
Just a little bit.
Just because I grind all the experience pools.
All right, what was I doing? I was gonna cue this up. Sorry there, Saab. Just because Saab doesn't like it, we're gonna do this on Kethy Front Advanced.
Why not elite?
Because
you
we
don't
don't want to
have
do it
numbers.
twice.
because Mom's not suicidal. I don't know.
Oh, gosh darn it! It
Son
didn't
of
do
a
it again.
bitch.
It didn't do it.
Yeah, make it private again.
Yeah. Ugh, I hate it when it does
Having
that.
issues tonight.
Hang on a second. Let's see if I can do this one here.
Yeah, I was still in a team with Darkmom for some reason. So I just left that team.
Probably, yeah, the private match. Sorry, I didn't leave out of there.
Yeah, me neither, but the rest has left. And I don't think they did manually either.
I forgot to leave, so hey, I'm built.
So did I.
I'm shipbuilding here, man.
Okay, everybody's been
Same
invited to a
seems
private.
Yay.
Let's try this again. Zenkethi Front Advanced. Everybody ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
Task force assembled?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Saab, since you're not in the verbal chat where we can hear what you're saying, let us know somehow if you get the bomb will give you all the cover you need. Ditto for Duffy. Just let us know. Somehow. Unless Duffy's back in chat.
I'm here.
Oh, cool. Good. Yay. That makes life easier. This is a lot easier when everybody can talk. Hey, Marksman, have a great evening. Take care of yourself. Be safe.
I didn't think I left, but okay.
Do we win?
I didn't think you left. I don't.
I couldn't hear you for a while, so I just assumed you had left. You know, people come in, they go out. I'm not going to...
I think sometimes. I think Sav is a mime sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I think not a mime, a meme.
That too. Okay, Sav's doing crowd control, so no problems there.
Oh, the soft on EPG, map is cleared. Soft, can you clear the entire map or only half of it?
Yeah, just go out there, kill them all, Sav, and then we'll go pick up the bombs, okay?
Yep. That worked.
I'll drop some gravels to help you, Saw.
I don't think the graphics will particularly be helpful. Especially against the cats, you actually don't want to grapple them. Because if you put them close together, they become tougher.
That's the point, you say.
Yeah, but bombs.
Yeah, but explosions.
I've got a bomb.
Okay, let me
I'll help
grapple.
you.
I'm going to the one at the far north.
Let me piss them all off. I think I'm good at that. Pissing you off and I'm pissing everyone else
I
off.
think Saab beat you to it.
No,
You
I
just
think
gotta
I'm...
love the lag here.
There's
Just
no
one
lag.
of those Bajoran things.
The one problem I really kind of hate when
First
changing
one's
ships out
done.
is all the work you gotta do to freaking get the tray where you want it. Yeah.
Just do 2 patrols on advance and you have it.
I think more is like a straight slot.
Yeah, I'm working on the tray points so at least I can get the ship comfortable to fly even if it's short term.
Well, with winter coming up, I have to go back and reset everything for everything being in the default position, though that's more critical with Ryza in the winter one. Anybody else got a bomb?
Nope.
Okay, let's try that
Currently
again.
hunting one.
I'm a little squishy, so I'm not picking up one.
No problem.
Feel free to pick it up and I give you an escort. I'm just freaking slow, so I tend to avoid it.
I've tended to start playing smarter when I get bombs, as Mom found out. He cloaked himself.
That works.
Yeah. Hey. Never said I played fair when I start bombing people.
If you win, it's playing fair.
It's kind of war, we don't want fair.
Right.
I have a bomb.
Okay.
Okay, getting to the nearest base. Which one would that be? The one in the middle, I
The
think.
far one to the right of the base.
And I've got one too, so I'm going to hang back for just a moment here. Which one are you going to?
I'm going to the
Far
one in the
right.
middle.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm flying, of course, through the middle of everything, because why not? I mean, if I can't piss it off, I'm doing my job. And everyone, please assemble on this position, so the base is here. Thank you very much. Feel free to go to the base. Could be approachable at present.
Hey, Sav, I'm coming up your way since everything's all nice and clear up there. Because she's being the Sav of great destruction.
Indeed.
Salvinator.
The Savinator! I love it.
Does that mean every time now that something happens, Sav's gonna go, I'll be back?
Yeah. Oh, can we call her the She-Man? No, that sounds wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't work. The Savinator's better.
That's the
Can I
Savinator's
get some people over here, please?
Yes, sir. Be right there as soon as I'm done with this one.
I already cleared the bomb here, the bomb base here. So,
I know the one for sub. Come to me if you want to die.
That's perfect. Yep.
I'm on my way, computers. Computers!
yeah, the middle base here
Yes,
should be
really.
clear. No one wants my base.
Well, somebody go get a bomb and we'll take care of it. You've made a nice, pretty base there.
Someone had a base.
Computers
They
did,
had
but
a bomb.
but he went to the one south of the one he went to.
Alright, this ship's ready to play for patrol.
Well, I guess we're gonna hunt the next bomb then. Basically, no defenders left.
Ooh, and wanted cooldown, so we're ready to go murder.
Not a graph roll.
I did not drop a grav well. That wasn't me.
Yeah, someone dropped something like a graph roll. But now I can drop on 2, now it doesn't matter anymore. Now the damage is more important. Kill the cruiser first, so we get the freaking damage resist buff off the map.
Where's the cruiser? Oh, there's one.
Dead.
Here it already kinda got vaporized by a sudden storm. I think we got us off. Yeah, judging by the amount that's getting sucked in here. We got the bomb. There's empty base. Let's go to the empty base.
Can you launch your bomb?
Trooper said, did you know you can hide under the wings of the Sankathi bases with the bomb
Aha!
where the guard ships can't shoot you?
Hey,
Yeah, I did know that, except when they're all over the place.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, I try to sneak around the back of the base when I do that, and just so I can hide there, and it doesn't work all the time.
Savarinator?
You just making things up there, probably.
Yes, he is.
Hey, Mom,
Yes.
this Mage Kula is saying he's going to take me with him.
Yep.
I'm scared.
Oh,
what
yeah.
shall I do? Should I blow up his ship?
Go ahead. Blow up his ship. See if we care.
Stranger danger.
They're two all over the place, I can't hide.
They can hide, but they can't run.
That's me, not them.
Up, tier 3, almost halfway through on one patrol, so time for a little bit of ninth roll. Because there's a lot of stuff to kill there.
Yeah, patrols are freaking insanely good for leveling a ship.
Yeah, Wanted's great, ninth roll is pretty good, the other ones, but it'll work.
There we go.
Nice job.
You put a grapple on one side, move myself on the other side, bombed. Agent. Bomb, there's base. I don't like a bomb. Let's go to our base. So, how does the ship feel with the current build?
Oh, were you talking to me there?
Yep, because, I mean, we currently got nothing else to do other than talk, do we?
Yes. Oh, who's got the bomb?
I do.
Okay, where are you? I'm gonna go check the starbase real quick, since there's a cruiser there. Well, it got sobbed, so we're good. Computers, why don't you go to that one that's just south of you, and I'll give you some cover.
So, let's repeat the question. How does the ship feel with the current build?
Um,
Now that you have a bit more time to play it.
Interesting. I need to redo my keybinds, make it a little bit more flowy. It doesn't feel quite right yet, but you know, that's always just a matter of tweaking things. I like the
Yeah.
firepower in it. I think it's better.
Got it.
Sweet. All right, now we have to go deal with that stupid dreadnought.
Yeah, I'm leaving the ones here alone. Still got one base left, don't we?
Yep.
Well, I'll keep the dreadnought off that base, so whenever someone gets a bomb,
Okay.
that should be fine.
Somebody's got a bomb. Who's got it?
I do again.
Wow.
I do again.
Again.
I was trying to loot.
Well, I'm down at the base, so
I'm heading that way.
Yeah, I think I managed to piss most of them off, but then we got us off. I think the pissing off is no longer required. We got us off.
yeah, they're definitely pissed.
We got an army. We got to solve.
I think the odds are in our favor. One soft versus an army, poor army.
We're outnumbered 10 to 1. Oh, gee, they might need a few more people then.
Wow, I bet they're warning about tornadoes in New York. That's fun.
That's unusual.
Yeah. They're saying, tornado can hit New York Tuesday.
Oh, so
New York State or New York City?
They just say New York.
it's got to be the state then.
Either way.
It covers Delaware, the eastern part of Maryland, New Jersey, the western Long Island, eastern Pennsylvania, plus New York City and Philadelphia.
Has to be the outskirts of New York City then.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it does include Manhattan. Wow.
Wow.
That's
All
not very
right.
often it happens,
Oh,
right?
yeah, it was also 5 hours ago, so. Tornado warnings are really short-lived.
And Tier 5 done on this ship.
Very good.
Yay.
Okay, well, I'm hopping off for dinner.
Okay.
I'll be back later.
Alrighty.
Yep, see ya.
Take care. Have a good dinner.
Dinner, I got some left. Time to consume some.
It's a good name.
The only thing that irritated me just now was that the tornado warning information came just in the at the same time that soft dropped one.
Well played. Well played there. Yeah.
So it took me a moment to realize it was actually a real life tornado, not a soft.
Yeah, tornadoes don't hit a lot of big cities because, especially when it's tornado weather, it tends to be very hot, and the updraft of the hot air in the confined spaces tends to actually deter, though not stop, all tornadoes. The Warnado. Very good, Saab. Very good.
Tornado, yes.
Who else has got endeavors to do? I
Oh,
haven't.
damn, I didn't know I had this trait.
Which trait do you have?
Preferential targeting. Activate while this trait is active. Beam over. Fire at will. Cannon scale. Actually, it's just cannon. Yeah, I have to have be. It's not going to work for what I'm doing, so don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
I
It'd be
did
better
my
for.
endeavors.
Say that again?
I did my endeavors.
I actually have 2 endeavors to do because I didn't do them this morning. It is, sadly, it's destroy Terran ships and do Polaron damage. Wow, how exciting.
I just been
All
to
at once.
Badlands to kill some.
I was just
I
going
was just in
to.
the Badlands.
I was going to jump to the Badlands for just a moment on a different tune who's got a Polaron build. So that will take almost nothing. But if anyone would like to join me for a very quick death and destruction in the Badlands, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to jump into chat here and see what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, Trooper, before you get too worried about the storm, it was 3 hours ago. So. Vorgani Tarja, or Itjara, whatever you call it, with Section 31 vanity shields. Well, Trooper, I live in freaking Chicago. We get tornado warnings all the time, and it's gotten to the point where we're like, yeah, okay, right, no problems. We'll be with you in just a minute. Well, I'm off to the Badlands. If anybody'd like to join me, we can go team up over there. It will be a short visit.
Yeah, I think this is this one. And I can actually watch you play in that case. I mean, sure, I got 2 screens, but I only got one attention span, so...
I know how that goes. When DT's running the stream, there's kind of this, I don't have to be the one who's doing it all the time. Gets very relaxing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the reason I can only stream for a couple hours.
yeah.
And definitely not a 24-hour stream.
No, that was only because we had so many people doing it with us.
The demon boat. Soft.
Hey, I still think this is the perfect ship to do a music video, but the music video would have to be,
Hard rock?
well, definitely hard rock. I was thinking specifically of Dragula by Rob Zombie. I thought that's the perfect song for this one. In my infinite
still-
spare time.
I see a bit of pink.
Yeah, of course, Pink.
One other song by Taylor Swift, maybe.
Well, Pi, you know when you're
How
editing...
about the Buffy
Look
theme
what you
song?
made me do.
Yeah,
How about the Buffy theme song?
I don't know Buffy's theme song. I've never
Oh, we should take like
seen Buffy.
MacGyver theme or something, or Elwolf, or A-Team, or Alf.
Well, the thing is, when you're doing one of this music videos, you are listening to the music over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And over at such an intense level of, tearing apart to one note at a time to get the downbeat sync to the motion. So it's
Bold and the Beautiful.
it's got to be something you can listen to 40,000 times. No, not the Bold and the Beautiful.
Without afterwards no longer liking it, yeah.
Mom, would you X me up?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Taryn? Because I don't mind joining.
Okay.
You like flying with the demonic moms?
Yes, the demonic mom. Demon mom!
Device shutdown complete.
Sorry about that.
That was kind of interesting. As this one was ending and the music comes up, and I'm thinking, well, that's well played.
I'm just saying, when my cell phone calls, it has to see the theme for Knight Rider.
When my cell phone calls, it has the theme from Pacific Rim.
And when my mom calls, it's the theme from MacGyver.
Not the Sharknado theme?
For you, so.
Yeah, this was just the you have to go to bed alarm. But since currently Corona and stuff, I don't care.
Well, somebody just bought my Gravity Well 1 training manual for 7,000 EC.
What the hell is wrong with people?
I don't know.
Either too much or
Well,
not enough.
it's good you got the 7,000, but seriously, we should sell all those training manuals on the exchange.
Some of them, like some of the training manuals that are just level 2, they're just like they're like 48, 50, sometimes like close to 80,000 EC.
Yeah, as I said, I saw a couple of the purple training manuals for 150.
Oh, God. All right, folks, I'm going to go raid our training manuals and put them on the exchange, and all the money will go back into the fleet, I promise.
It's really depending on which manual you're looking at. There are some that specifically go for almost nothing, and some that go for insane prices.
I mean,
Like
people are
that was
selling
that
small hypos on the exchange.
Yeah.
In 1972.
Selling them and people buying them is a different thing.
Well, that's true.
But if they're cheaper than if I replicate them, why not?
Well, people just sometimes are lazy.
Lazy is definitely a good moneymaker, yep.
Yep.
I think like once I put up a jam sensors
Yeah.
trait, level 2, I think I sold it for like 70,000 EC.
Yeah. Okay, so most of the time.
Generators are offline, but enemy ships are crossing through to protect the rift. Stop them!
Majority of the time.
I think stuff is going boom.
The portal is closed. Excellent work.
Where do you want to go now, Mom?
Let's go up to 3 o'clock.
Okay.
If you want to. That's one where we have to hover with the guy for a bit.
Clock on the wall says 3 o'clock.
Actually, the clock on the wall says tick, tick, tick.
Actually, the medic vanity shield looks quite good on my Jim Hadar ship.
Let me take a look.
Looked good on mine when I did it the other day, so yeah.
How would it look on the demon?
That is a good question. Did I put it on this one? It's on them.
I don't
It's on the demon.
I don't have that one.
It looks cute.
A cutesy demon.
It's a cute demon. Actually, it's kind of nice. Looks gold and red. Doesn't look as demonic though.
Device is active. Stay within 3 kilometers. to
It's
start
a
shutting
medical
down.
one.
If I stay in orbit with that power station, you can go get your kills.
I got my kills. I only had 5 to do. I just have to finish up with another 75,000 in damage.
I always wonder why I can't simply park on top of that. Right.
I think you should just be able to get a grappling hook and attach it to this and...
Watch out.
And get wrecked along.
Yeah.
Away from the satellite.
Essentially, a button to enter stable docking orbit or enter stable orbit.
Yes, yes, that would be perfect.
All the tanks would love it.
It would be awesome.
Or
Or
have
the
your tractor beam pull you along.
Yeah.
Terra Nebula class science vessel.
Yeah, request tractor beam docking or something like that
I
as a
like it.
button. Maybe limited to say 3 or 4 ships, or maybe 1 team worth of ships. So that there aren't like 50 ships being dragged along.
Think of it like the thing from, what was it? What's the movie with Tim, what's his name?
There's lots of times.
Space movie, kind of parody of Star Trek.
Galaxy Quest.
Thank you, Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah. Remember when they drag all the mines with them? Oh,
Nope.
it's a good movie.
Oh yeah, I saw it twice, but can't remember the mines.
There's a scene where they go through a minefield and basically pull them all behind them and drop them on the bad guy's ship. So we need that.
Ah, the classic one.
Yes.
There's a Tesla mine launcher.
Last year at the convention, there were 2 people doing, what's her name? The female from Galaxy Quest, the alien. and the male alien lead. They did a great job. I think they were. Exactly.
Galaxy Quest, still a better Star Trek movie than Star Trek 5.
You know, that's really true.
It's kind of bad if stuff that isn't even Star Trek is better Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing on your Polaron damage?
I need 12,000, so a couple of ships and I'm done.
Oh no, a science vessel.
Oh no, a science vessel. We are scared. I got my Polaron damage. I'm done.
You don't want to complete this one?
Oh, we can complete this one. Yeah, no problem. I was just trying to let you know I was done with that.
So people don't feel like abandoned.
Well, it looks like they've got enough people in here today.
Yeah, but it's like, for now it's only me flying close to the...
I'm right above you.
Yay!
I'm giving you protection.
In your demonic medical
Yes.
ship.
Demon Med. The Demon Doctor, yeah.
How's everyone this evening?
Dr. Demon.
Hey, man.
LD.
This ship is the Bemev.
I didn't know you were in here.
Who's in here?
I snuck in.
Aha.
The land.
Oh, hey, Lant. How are you?
Not
Run,
too
you
bad,
can't
thanks.
catch all of us.
Coming after you first, bud.
Good luck.
Alright, prolonged engagement torpedoes upgraded.
I never really found that one worth it.
I'm trying it for the wide angle.
Then the Qatari rapid fire.
Oh, yeah. Those are nice. All right.
Yay, we
Yay.
completed. Huzzah,
That was
we're great. We're great, we're cool. We did awesome.
We did our job. It's not letting me leave. Oh, well.
I really should.
It's semi-good because we left the... Yeah. They're still attacking.
Yep.
I mean,
No
the Qatari
means
must be-
no. I like the
The
Kantari.
fun part about the Qatari must be is the radiation damage.
It is nice.
Did you see the meme I put up with Han Solo and Lando?
When did you put it up?
Like earlier today?
No, I haven't.
Well, there's a picture of Lando Calrissian. I'm gonna get my ship back. Then Han Solo says, "Over my dead body," and then Han Solo, a few years later, sitting in the Millennium Falcon, laughing.
Don't you mean Lando?
Yeah.
Yes.
I said Lando Calrissian, did I?
Nope.
No, you
Yeah, but you see Han Solo in the second shot where he says, "Over my dead body," and then
yeah, but you said for the third one. You essentially messed up the point.
Oh, God. Qantas put one up that is just wrong. Qantas, Qantas.
that's easy.
Problem is, Chewie is the one who technically owned the ship at that point, so it's like, don't get the Wookiee mad. He'll rip your arms off.
Yep. All right.
If you're lucky, he only rips the arm off.
Yes.
Actually, I think in Force Awakens, I seem to remember there was a cutscene where Chewie did rip somebody's arm off.
Really?
Really? I'll find it. I will find it. I'll put it up into Discord because why not?
The one thing I noticed about the new build is it definitely is either not taking as much damage or it's dealing with the damage a lot better without my having to hit anything.
The you get, I think, 18% shield resist from the emergency power to shields,
Okay.
and between the what is it called, the hull polarization and the structural integrity field, you get another 50 or so damage resistance.
Okay, who wants a link in chat for Chewie ripping an arm off?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, it's going in Discord now.
Okie doke. I have to mute it here so you guys can't hear it. I'll get to watch it.
Which channel did you put it in?
He put it on Twitch.
It's on Twitch.
Ah.
Oh, it's 13 minutes, so.
It's only 36. It's less than a minute, but yeah. It's only 50 seconds, but it's 50 seconds of awesome.
Why is that a deleted scene?
Because they thought it was better without
Good
it.
question. It really is.
Because they said like several times that he could like pull off an arm of different people.
That's what he said to the droids in the first movie, that's all.
Okay, maybe it's a bit too harsh for the normal people. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Probably.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily seem
It doesn't really seem...
Disney standards.
Or even Lucas
Well, they're owned by
standards.
Disney, right? So they gotta be good for kids.
It's just unnecessary, in my opinion.
Or even George Lucas standards, because remember, he freaking made it to where Han Solo didn't shoot first. Then he compromised and they shot at the same time and everything else. And it's not the same. We're talking the man who made Ewoks. Mostly for marketing, but he made Ewoks.
Grunt, grunt, grunt.
But I was still amazed about the Star Wars, was it 7, where they actually, for the first time, actually saw real blood in the movie.
Yeah.
That is so un-Star Wars-like.
And in Star Trek they got red shirts, so they hide the blood.
Yeah, on the red shirt.
But you know, they're cursing in Star Trek now, so it works.
I think Luke was a little bit bloody in Empire Strikes Back when the Wampa hit him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was merely a flesh wound. Get it? Sorry.
Just but a scratch.
Oh. I cut your arm off, you ninny.
No, you didn't.
What's that right there?
What a flesh wound.
I also love their Monty Python.
Which means we have to go up and go to Mom at some point. We are the knights who say,
Sorry.
No longer the knights who says ni. We're now the knights who's called Iki Chupang Pachung. Something like that.
But dang, if I could walk that way. All right, who wants to do a little ISA?
I will be up for
want me in there?
I would like to actually see how it goes this time, so no.
How about if I switched to my tanky ship? Would that be better?
If you're at about 50k DPS, I think it's fine.
Yeah,
If you're above that, then not.
50k would be awesome.
I don't really know.
Fine normal people.
Yes, no. Sav, you have to... No, you can't kill everything, Sav.
Sav?
I'm trying to figure out...
I think what she's saying is the only way she's...
No, I'm not inviting you, Sav. I am not inviting you. I want to actually see what my ship is doing. We can go again and do something.
How about this? I changed
It's
it.
too late. I got a full team. Meh.
Okay.
Ha. Ha ha ha.
Then I have to say something to you.
If I can make one suggestion for your
Yes.
hotkeys,
Yes.
make sure that you activate the chemo side, the attack button beta, and the beam fire, whatever, beam overload, beam fire, well, always together.
Okay.
Those three abilities have to be activated together.
Okay.
They don't have quite the same cooldown, but almost.
So you said Chemosite, the Fire at Will, and what was the other one?
The chemo side, whatever beam fire mode you have, and the attack button.
Okay, hang on a second.
Basically, you probably want
Everything that boosts your weapons.
You probably want Chemosite, attack pattern beta and fired will chained into your spacebar.
Okay.
Probably around that order too.
Say that again, DT. What's order?
Chemosite, I'd say beta and then fire at will to top it off.
Yeah, or overload, either one.
Or overload, depending on which one you're doing.
Let's try
Which
it.
build?
This one.
In this case, I would recommend overload.
Are you wanting to do primarily overload on this test?
Let's see let's do overload for this test. Okay. So those are all set to my spacebar.
Trooper says emergency power to weapons first, then chemosite, then attack pattern beta,
then fire at will.
Yeah, but the emergencies both should be running all the time, always. So they shouldn't be needed to be.
Too.
Yeah, the emergency shouldn't be needed to be included in a specific these are grouped together thingy.
Yeah.
It should just be active.
Yeah, it's on the spacebar, which I spam all the time anyway, so that's always good for me.
Yeah, I got the structure, the orcs, the emergencies, and the photonic on my spacebar. So I can simply spam it, and the cooldown stuff and the permanent stuff is all handled.
Okay. We are set.
Yep. I'm telling you when I see anything flashy.
Okay. Oh, I haven't done it yet. I'm doing it as a private one. Let's just see.
Yeah.
Did you launch?
Yes.
Yay, private.
But I didn't get a flashy.
No, it's because I didn't do it as a team.
And then on my spacebar mom, usually at the end, after fire will, I've actually put in and works well for me the photonic officers, so I can start that cooldown process.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
that
what I've
needs
got.
to essentially be in every shortcut.
Okay. It's at the end of it there. Oops.
Yeah.
Hang on. This isn't going to work if I don't do this.
Yeah, the photonic officer should simply be running all the time.
Yeah. Well, between that and on my other point, I start off with, because I got the officer support, I start with aux to battery, which I got which gives me some global cooldown.
Yeah, I tried aux to butt bit earlier, and it gives a lot of cooldown.
Yeah.
But you need 2 aux to butt skills in order to work. That's 2 buff skills.
Actually, right now I've been doing pretty well with 1 on mine, but
yeah, but one isn't the full set.
So I can probably change that out later to something more fun. Oh gee, I can do aux to structural integrity!
That one is kinda awesome, this might.
Yeah. Then the ship builds up power well enough that it's really fun.
Don't put a graphite on the transformer. It might attract the nanotropes. Whoever did that.
I looked at the distance. I didn't think they were close enough to get attracted to it. I wanted to get the spheres in there, though, so I could get them all at once.
Yep.
Sorry, I used repulsor tractors and pushed them back a bit, just in case.
Has anybody for fun ever played with somebody, got like 2 tractor beams and pulled a ship apart?
I think that'd be fun.
True, that'd be possible.
It is. It was a lower level mission, mind you, but yeah, we had 2 tractor beams. We just put them both on there to see if we could kill it.
Yeah. You run your combat locker?
Yep.
I'm just curious because I've never got this, and this is just like my low level build. I'm just curious on what it does.
It's actually why I got got a delayed start, because I forgot to hit this go button.
You need a macro to turn that on, then off.
Yeah, but I don't use it for every mission, so it's usually not worth worrying about it.
Did you use the no rotate thing? Isn't it way easier?
Yeah, it is.
So I don't have to sit there and look for the file.
I think I pissed him off slightly.
Slightly.
Well, as has been said, better to be pissed off than pissed on.
It is. Yeah.
I don't know. I want to attack where somebody like comes up in here like and starts peeing on things.
Bright light.
Alright, well, if you insist, bright light.
More bright lights! More cowbell!
And
I see a white.
on this too.
I got a fever, and the only cure is a bright light.
Siberin Superior Service Model. Sweet.
Yeah, I think. Who died?
I was a little too close to the
Oh.
explosion.
Bad hands.
Okay, you on for it. Good. If it's people's own fault, then I don't care. If it's my fault for not getting the aggro, then I need to do something about it.
So what's your so
Give me
now
a
we have a
second.
good way to test your DPS.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not there and Sav's not there.
I was just about to say, don't bring Sov and DT.
That's why I didn't invite them to this one.
I'm curious to see how
I think she
did.
doesn't like us anymore, Sav. I really do.
Ooh, not good.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, not good. Still at
It didn't
26.
What's the mark on your other anti-proton weapons to what you got now? Because that could be a big difference.
Hang on a second, let me post this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, still 26.
Oh, I did 68?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, it's your fault now.
No, that's still in the normal range. Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I think it comes down to piloting now.
Yep. Well,
Wow.
Comes down to
And maybe your skill tree.
yeah, I have to revamp that. I haven't reset it for a long time.
Oh, I did 68?
You did 68.
Well,
Yeah,
considering
yeah.
I'm using Mark 9 and 10 weapons,
Dang.
yeah.
And none of my, like, only 2 of the things I have on are epic. The rest is just level 12 and, like, has no mods on it. Okay.
Yeah, similar on my ship. I mean, I got 2 epic items on my ship.
I've got a ton of epic.
One is the hull damage refractor, and the other is the swarm matrix. I couldn't get them at non-epic. Everything else is below epic.
Let me jump back into chat there. Hi, chat.
Hey, chat.
Mar Hawkman, the Tauntaun only had guts, no blood. Okay, emergency power to weapons, then chemosite, then attack pattern beta, then FAW or beam overload, and photonic after that.
Yeah, essentially just put a photonic at the end of every single hotkey, so it's always running. Yes, you can have the same ability multiple times in there.
Yeah, because it's just a sequence. So
Mhm.
Yeah, and same with the emergency power to something. Always put the emergency power to weapons first, and then the emergency power to shields.
Okay, well, he's
Or
got
engine, what do you have?
He's
At
got
the end of every single...
chemosite, that. Beta. Okay, so we got that. So I only had to change 2 things there. I switched that up that way. And then the photonic officer. Okay.
I mean, for those that are interested... Currently still feeling kinda naked. I definitely can't wait for the update weekend.
Mike L. Andrews says, I just saw some Genesis device thing go off on ESD and create Spock's torpedo coffin.
Huh?
it's one of the party things that does it. I think on the old party Cube Party Horns, which does the Genesis thing.
So we can kill Spock multiple times now?
Yes. All right, what are we going to do next, folks?
I wonder if I can get my DPS from you guys.
Nope.
Of course not. Denied. That's strange.
But yeah. I always find it fascinating how different people fly their ships so very, very different.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So I was going to take practice to get the
Yeah,
ship.
I'm not even talking about the practice, I'm just talking about the way they set up their controls for flying the ship.
Mm-hmm.
How they essentially give the commands for their ship.
Yeah, I do enjoy watching other people and try and figure out what the heck they're doing compared to what I do, and then are they doing it better? Which is actually a problem when I go to tournaments. I'll watch somebody else doing their form, and at the last moment, after 6 months of practice, it's like, oh boy, should I be doing it that way instead of the way I've been doing it?
Well, you've asked at times why my duty officers on here, and honestly, the reason I still have my duty officers visible when I do this stuff is because sometimes I want to do something and I just want to manually hit it to bring it out of sequence,
I understand. Hey, we're teaming for something.
Yeah.
I have no idea what we're teaming for. Let's team.
Sure.
We could do a random, so...
Yeah, let's do random.
Okay,
Random.
okay, I'll just... Ready, go. That went way too fast. Hang on, let me get everybody.
Apparently we want to kill stuff.
Yes, let's see. Okay, that's 5. That ended with Duffy, so... hold it, did it? Yeah. So I've got Dante, Jason, McAllister, Duffy, and me. The other Duffy, not that Duffy. We got 2 Duffys. Von Marcus, not you. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Didn't you get both Duffies?
No, I only got 1 Duffy. But we'll do.
What we call the Duff Man because he is also meant Duffy.
Right.
Right, but if we're
I'm
doing
the original.
if we're doing random TFOs, then we can go right back and do it again, right?
Right.
Yeah, at least unless you run them all fast enough that you have complete everything before the first one cools down. But I kind of doubt that will happen.
Of course, if we do random, there's no guarantee. Oh, okay.
There's some time gated ones which will slow us down, yeah.
If we do random, there's no guarantee.
I got a Weevoo.
Weevoo.
So do I.
Let's hope it's space.
I see your ship, Mom.
Ooh. I see you. I see McAllister. I wonder what they've given us.
I would say I see you both, but I would lie. Nowhere near a window.
There we go.
I can see all of you. Got Discord.
Oh, no. No time change imminent. I will be upset.
Time change imminent.
Please,
Or
not time.
could be get the particles.
It's just gravity kills.
No,
We'll
it's...
see.
It could be minor instabilities.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we can do this one. This is easy.
Sympathy front. All right.
All right.
We haven't done this for 10 minutes.
This is kind of this. Is kind of,
All right. Switch out my.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna go with suitable cell ships for the parapets. Okay.
I'll see if I can keep the base a bit clear.
Okay. Well, we did fine with the base last time.
Nope, we didn't. It got bombed.
It got
hey,
bombed,
Mom,
but
you might want to activate your also while you're doing it your one of your cruiser commands like the weapon systems.
That's not.
I got a bomb. I'm
Okay.
moving.
Where are you going?
No one wants a bomb?
DT's got a bomb.
Yeah, I'm
There's
going
a bomb
to
here.
Oh, is there a bomb there? Okay, fine, I'll come get a bomb.
I'm okay.
Where'd it go? Where's the bomb?
It's about to blow up.
There it is.
There went one.
There's a lot of Kathy, Nick. I mean, I don't really
A
mind.
bunch of stuff around the starbase, so...
Well, let's remove some of them. Focus on the ones that actually keep moving ahead.
You know, still ones with orphan damage? Okay.
Just clearing this stuff around the base just so I can get it. So we can get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. We need to stop it before it can actually blow up the base. You want to get the option?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out to the bomb one next.
Who's got the bomb?
I do, and I'm moving towards the bottom one.
Quite amazed that it's 70k DPS on this too.
Stealing all my hits.
I was just happy that I finally got through the 50k again. The last two passes were kind of atrocious.
I'll be right back.
You got another bomb here if someone wants one?
I'm covering
Otherwise,
for...
I focus on killing the next bomb.
Kaboom.
Okay. I'm heading back, see if I'll get there fast enough to get it.
If not, there's another one currently dying.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep them from the base. Killing is secondary in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just trying to clear stuff from around the base again just because I don't... Because if something slips through last time, it was just too covered to be able to kill it off immediately, which annoyed me.
You don't know.
I've got a bomb.
Mom, you know that recipe for the IKEA meatballs that I
Yes.
posted earlier today? There was like one key ingredient missing.
Oh,
Meat?
No,
horse.
horse.
I knew it.
Yes.
I knew you were going to go there with that. I'm going to the southernmost one.
Alright.
I could use some help at the base. The bombs almost got it to the base.
Go to help him. I can deal with this. This is empty.
Yeah, I'm hitting the wrong one, so I cleared the path for you. I'm heading back.
It blew up, sorry.
This.
Sorry, I hit the wrong base. I'm sorry, guys. My bad.
Alright.
That's okay. It's not every optional we've lost. It's just one.
There's another bomb.
I cleared out one of the bases for you, Mom, so how's
I
that?
know. I got it. And there it goes. It went boom. Who's got the bomb
And there's
now?
another bomb.
I got the bomb.
Where are you going?
I'd say top. The top one on the map.
I'm simply heading for the next bomb and stopping that from reaching the base.
Kaboom.
Now we got the dreadnought.
Yeah. Now, I'll start pulling towards the other base so we can get the dreadnought.
Ready. On an attack vector. Destroy it.
Need that last bomb though.
Ferengi, that's the bonus. That's the bonus pull of the hill, right?
Right.
Ferengi, it's sort of 10 of 10, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okey dokey.
I want to get there. Can you slow ship?
Everything's slow when you carry a bomb.
I'm not carrying a bomb. I'm just slow by default. But now it's time to piss off the Zinkati again.
This, I'm not joking. Hazard emitters 1 training manual, level 1, 140,000 on the
Hi, you're being a little bit obsessed here.
I'm just don't get it.
It's a convenience thing. People sell it and people buy it because it's convenience. Okay, the Zenkethi Dreadnought's dead, so...
I got a bomb.
Okay, I stay next to the base. If something pops up, I piss it off.
If something comes up, we kill it.
Well, the key point is not letting it shoot her, but killing it kind of accomplishes that as well.
Well, even though my DPS may not be any better, definitely was a little bit better in what I just did in being able to take down the battleship on my own.
Yeah, I think mine's flying a little better heading back here towards the base because it looks like some stuff spawned.
Yep, and I pissed it off. Should be fairly easy to get by.
I'm launching.
Yeah, they're not gonna like us.
They have a dreadnought with some faith left in it.
That's a lot of nice little graphiles. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, Mom, you might want to put on the graphile duty officer. One for additional graphite spawns.
Okay.
Just an idea. I'm not sure how well that actually works with the rest of your build, but I think it might work quite nice.
Okay. I'll make a note.
Or if you got the money and want to spend it, there's a duty officer that gives you a chance to disable engines of ships that enter your graphile.
Wow, that would be fun.
It's only about 50 million or so.
That's okay then. That's okay, we can learn to live without that.
Or 30 million or something. I have no idea how much it actually is currently, but it was more than I was willing to pay. Or able to. But yeah, that's one of the duty officers that I'm currently looking forward to getting at some point. I'm pretty sure we didn't pass that one. It's not a map that's usually being used as, yeah, passing for anything.
Yeah, if you do the grab the grab whale officer that gives you that secondary grab whale is a freaking amazing thing.
It's not a secondary grapple, it's 4 chances for an extra one.
Yeah.
I actually got it. It's freaking insanely good.
Yep.
Well, it's of course it's way better on a space wizard, but
So, parsing basically is assessing the damage over a period of time, correct? Which is why certain missions where you've got
it's multiple things, but yeah.
But it's why some particular TFOs aren't effective if we're using it because there's downtime, so to speak.
There's a lot of travel. Like this one, there's a lot of travel time involved for a lot of it.
Yes and no. Yes and no, actually.
Oh?
In my opinion, yes, if you want to get your average DPS, then you want to use one of the maps where you essentially have constant combat, so you have a constant value for your damage up. For example, ISA or Hive.
That would be good.
But if you simply want to optimize your own build, want to see what works and what doesn't, compare the different items on your ship in their relative damage output, then any map works.
Yeah.
Because then it's not important how much damage you did constantly during the course of a battle, but how much damage each weapon did relative to the others.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how big the value is, only the relative amount.
Okay, Dante still needs to do ground anti-proton and ground healing.
That sounds like a run of Reacher's Out to me.
Yeah, or a chore in the shield healing, yeah.
Or we could go to, there's a lot of good ground missions. Or we could do the patrol.
Yeah, let's do the patrol, but everyone's go to a different map.
Everyone go to a different map? Oh, before we start,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Yeah, before we start. Everyone go to a different map or a different instance, so we're as spread out as possible, so we all bring our duty officers. That's our bitch officers. It's a nice bug.
Oh, he's already on Zarya. But we can still do it.
Yeah, it does matter where you are.
Yeah.
Actually, it's good if you're not on ESD, so you're definitely on a different place.
Yeah, I'll go someplace else. Hang on a second.
Yeah, let me walk down to the academy.
Yep, I'll go over to Sphere Space.
Wondering now, since I'm not heavily relying on torpedoes, if I should just go change my torp yield to Chemosite 2. If I can afford it.
Chemosite 2 is, I think, 2.5 or 3 million? But I haven't looked at the price for that one in ages.
Looks like it's going, Two's going for almost 5 million right now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I knew Chemosite 1 is extremely expensive at about 5 million. But the 2 was significantly cheaper last time I checked.
But you know, I could probably put my distributed targeting 2 and this character as Chemosite 1, and I got a character as Chemosite 1, it's just a little bit of moving around here. I could make this work as well.
There's no one on Draft Academy. So I'm definitely bringing my buffs.
Okay. As I said, I'm in Sphere Space. Nobody's here.
I'm on ESD because I had to go do some...
Yeah, that's why I left ESD.
Did we lose Pi? Did Pi disappear? Okay, do you want to join us, Pi?
Where you at?
We're gonna do... you stay where you're at. Do you want to join us for the event patrol?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
The idea is to be in a different map from anyone else.
Oh, sorry.
So we can actually make the bug working.
Yeah, you have to go Federation, though, or I have to go private.
Okay.
I can go private if you want.
I was just curious, aren't we enough people?
You can do a patrol private? I don't think so.
As long as we have 5 people, we can go private.
I'll join you if you want.
Okay.
Not in the patrol, I don't think.
What, you can... You could be a mixed team
For a
on patrol.
TFO, but not a patrol.
Shoot. He's right.
I'll just switch.
Okay.
Shatner.
But how many are we?
Well, I have room for you and Lance, so that would be 5.
Okay.
Okay. Lance, I'm sending
I'll
you
just swap on.
team invite. As soon as Pi changes, I'll invite him.
I'll just bring my lesser, because he could use the experience.
Yeah.
So.
And everyone that wants to bring a Pavan healing crystal
Yeah, I
and
was just gonna-
EMH stuff.
Well, somebody was telling me you have the healing crystal, but somebody else has to bring the EMH, which is how it works tonight.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I've set off the EMH with the healing crystal when I'm so.
Yeah.
Give me
I'm
one
setting
second.
it up on other people as well regularly.
Yeah, I didn't have the Pavo, the healing crystal with me yesterday, and I got an EMH with me.
Yeah, but you got the EMH because one of ours triggered.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The one that uses the hypo has to have the DOF. Whoever uses the hypo has to have the DOF. But if I use a hypo on you, essentially, it still triggers my DOF.
Okay.
But since the Pavan healing crystal is using a hypo on every single party member, that means on every single party member there's a chance for the DOF to trigger.
Cool. You guys ready to start this up?
Let me go to select patrol.
And launch.
So, and Bozeman.
Yep, launch.
What are we launching? Bozeman?
Bozeman.
Bozeman, yeah.
Bozeman.
Okay. Launch.
Good. You made
Aw, bummer.
I was just trying to be sure.
Okay, the bombing. Don't forget to.
You didn't get it?
No, we didn't
get
get
the bug.
it. Aw. Darn. Sorry, don't have remodulator
Yeah.
on me.
I'm just gonna go switch over to my Tommy gun.
Board can adapt their shielding and.
Everyone got the...
No, I
gotta equip one. Hang on, it's me.
No, it's me. It's both of us.
It's both of us.
Okay.
Fortunately, I have one of my
All right.
inventory. There we
Oh,
go.
bummer. Would have been fun to do this with 25 people and 5
Let's get moving.
EMHs.
All right, Lance,
Yeah.
why don't you run to the end? Oh, there we go.
Oh, you're using the...
I'm not.
It's land.
No. It's nice, isn't it? Zap, zap,
Yeah.
zap.
Angelic Knight 88. Hi.
Complex took some hits.
Welcome aboard.
Check for survivors.
You're doing this the rush version?
Yeah, Neutrino, we've got the winter event starting on Thursday.
Cardin's people should be here now. Let's make sure before we move on.
Borg even climbed out from behind their tree.
Heads up, there are drones ahead.
It's just Borg. Not particularly challenging to kill them.
This
Yes,
earlier
I
my
got
Gemma
one
Dart
shot.
does.
Yes, I got one kill. Huzzah.
There are lights over there. Can't do something. Borg will be drawn to it like moths to a flame. We need to protect the villagers. Enough life signs ahead. Some of them are Borg.
What do you want? Get away from us!
What the hell are those things? What? Zombies?
Robot zombies!
Right there. Take out those drones. We're gonna need to do a memory check on all of these. They can't remember the war.
Flashy thing.
Fish
Setting your
thingy.
tripod to emit a neurolytic pulse.
I think we got a couple EMH.
I know I hit the healing crystal to trigger one. It didn't work for me, but
I triggered one, maybe.
One is a garbage.
It's a chance, it's not a guarantee, so we get a couple every now and then.
if everybody keeps hitting it, then everybody gets one eventually.
Actually, everyone can get one per other person with a DOF. That actually also has the healing crystal, so you can get a lot of them. That's a freaking big insect, like that.
See if we can figure out what they were looking for here. tubing.
I got one because he's behind me. Creepy.
Sign of the Borg. Run a scan, make sure Picard's team is all accounted for. Picking up Starfleet com badges inside the bar and... Hold on.
I see a slight bit of lightning.
They're on board.
Slight bit.
That thing is amazing, isn't it?
That's so much fun. Whoop.
Okay, perimeter's clear. I'm thinking at transmission towers on
You
next.
guys are way faster than I am. Yeah, I'm just arriving and see everything fall over.
First array and I'll start disabling them.
Wow, that was weird.
Using a simple modulator.
Anything still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one left. Not anymore. We just sit here in this rain of fire.
Don't stay too close to the teleporters when they blow up. That's an
Yeah.
insane amount of damage.
Oh yeah.
Well, though, it's pretty much instant death.
Yeah. They do somewhere around at least 5,000 to 10,000 damage.
Sweet.
At least.
Two down. The last one's gonna go in the ditch.
Miss Seven, we don't use that kind of language here.
Yes, we do.
Fit, sir.
We're using a fractal self-replicating security. As fast as I can.
They materialize and just turn away.
There's a slight amount of bombardment going on.
I think we killed everything. Oh, no.
No.
More close
There,
to fun.
Got it.
I've actually tried to see if there's a limit to how many can spawn, and there doesn't seem to be.
I died. Well, that's interesting. Doesn't this pay 1,000 to lithium?
Should be,
No.
why?
Because I got 1,500.
Is it your first patrol of the day for that character?
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
it is. That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what that bonus box is.
That would be it. What do I need on this tune?
That was kinda insanely fast.
That's good. That's the way it should be. Phew, done.
And another ever so
Think we're through the
fun
worst.
thing.
Over.
Actually, I found...
Would you flashy thing me?
We didn't even have time for our jokes.
Would you remember if she did?
Good point.
I remember something. I don't know what it was. Must not be important.
Must not be. Well, that was
Something about
nuts.
robot zombies. I don't.
Robot zombies, robot zombies!
Just a dream. Just a dream. Weird that so many people share the same dream, but it's just a dream.
Alright. Hey, folks, we've been on for about 3 hours, just shy of 3 hours, so I'm going to call it a night here. I hope you're all okay with that.
No.
Never.
Oh, well, you can start up your own stream then. Mm.
Nah. Tomorrow.
We'll be back
I'm too
tomorrow.
lazy. I don't feel like. I got work tomorrow, so I don't want to really do that.
Oh, Mar Hawkman, that's brilliant. We need a flashy thing emote. That is
Yep.
correct. Yes, we totally need a flashy thing emote.
I think they might get into copyright problems with that.
Well, they'll just call it a neuralizer or whatever the heck they called it in this.
You know, they said you have to neuralize them.
Yes.
So
I've adapted your tricorder to emit a whatever
Neurolytic pulse.
neurolytic pulse. Yes.
Here come the men in black.
All right, we will be back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Probably. I will stay in touch with DT on the off chance that I wind up having to work tomorrow because, holy moly, I don't want a job that starts at midnight and goes till 10. 9 till 5, yeah, totally could do that one. 12 till 10, not so much.
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
remember I'm working tomorrow, so if you do have to send it off to me, I do have to start a little later.
Okay, that's totally good. I'll let Pi figure out everything and stay in touch with both of us. But on behalf of the Darkmom Consortium...
Just text me.
I will.
Okay.
On behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, thanks to everybody who joined us tonight. If you've got an idea about what we can talk about tomorrow, we will do that. Kind of like this one. It was really good, even though I've lost 7,000 DPS. I'll work on that. Have a great night, everyone. We're going to go raid Forgotten VCR. Oh, yeah. Love Forgotten VCR. And we'll see you guys later. Say bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.